I'm just gonna do a quick check to make sure Twitch is good.
Lemming Glizzy.
أنا بتكلم.
Okay, hello. Making sure I'm coming
Lemming
in.
Glizzy.
أنا بتكلم.
Okay, hello. Making sure I'm coming in. Okay, I think that's good. I'm just waiting for some friendos to show up. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and... Alright, you can't see my mouse. Cool. Okay. I've already done all this. I don't need to... I wish I could reverse the, direction of my mouse. Let's see. Nope. Not doing that. Alright. I thought I was done with the events. I did all my dailies today. It's very easy, very quick. What? Okay. I need to do that. That should be good. Oh, I have to meet Caleb. Hi, thank you for popping in. I hope you have a great day. I love you. I'll do that all later.
Many famous restaurants pander to mainstream tastes. They only dare to experiment within their comfort zone. To taste a surprise, you must forge a new path.
Yeah, that, what you're saying and stuff. Let's see. I'm not really strong enough to do all these right now. Okay, I don't like that red dot, so let's swap this back over to... Oh, what? But I've already met you. Oh, I've already done all that. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Just seeing if B is around before we get really started. Go ahead and do some battles and stuff. I don't have a lot of stamina to do it because I did, oh. Oh. No, I'm done with this one. The Abyssal Chaos is super fun. That's like a simulated universe with a plot. These ones are like level up mats. It's money, level up, and then these are ascension mats. B. Hi, Phoenix. Phoenix says hi. He wants to stand right where my mouse is. I have to use that to play the game. What's up, dude?
I'm not too busy right now. Tell me, what's bothering you? We can figure it out together.
I have my main screen set to randomize who shows up, so right now it's between Zane, Silas, and Caleb, and Silas decided to show up this time. But I don't want to do the, I don't want to do story stuff until B is also here. So I've got my friend Jay. Hi, Jay. I know you can't really talk much, but just saying hi. And I can't really level. I do want to level up my new stuff. And since I'm a Zane main, let's see if I have enough to do anything here. There might be a little bit of lag with some of the visuals in some places because the graphical fidelity is up pretty high. And my computer can handle it, but the app sometimes lags. Usually you can just hold down the upgrade button on mobile, but your smile can melt ice and snow. Aww, he's his power is of ice. 927. Nope. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh, we can do that later. Hi, Jay. Sorry, I'm just waiting to see if B shows up, or when B shows up. So right now it's just gonna be pretty music and a dude breaking the immersion and staring at us. This is Silas.
If there's something that can be easily done, I'd just handle it myself.
You can like poke at them and stuff.
How useful do you think my shoulders are?
They're very broad, sir. Also, his voice is deeper than I expected.
Maybe you're still figuring that out.
He's not done talking. So, I don't think that she's here anymore, but I am mid-lover. That's my cousin Kelly, who I adore. I haven't seen in years, but just super sweet. Okay, so B will just be a second. We're just gonna listen to... Here, let me go put on a different dude. Let's pick between Zane and Caleb. I bet Caleb. Yeah. I told him he could wear whatever he wants. You can let them decide. We'll do this. Phoenix, what are you doing? You nut? Oh, I didn't take his earrings. Why did you put those earrings on? You could. So this is also a really fun part of it, at least to me. Because you know I like dress up shit. Not quite as insane as Infinity Nikki. Because that one you can mix and match everything. But in this one, you can change outfits. I have her in a really cute little pink outfit right now. This is a Valentine's Day outfit, dress that they gave. But what I also love, you can just come in here at any time. Whoop. Oh. Come in here at any time. Change hair color, change makeup, all of this stuff. And this is the outfit for the Valentine's Day event. The Valentine's Day event is wild. And just some cute stuff, you know, I enjoy. Hi, B. I'm just messing around. I was waiting for you to show up so we could go do some story. So as I said before, this is going to be chock full of spoilers. So many.
I made honey cinnamon apple cider for you.
Oh.
The recipe says it helps with muscle soreness and improves circulation. I'm not sure if you've experienced those things during your period,
Sorry, you guys.
but the drink tastes good. Do you want to try it?
I'm just finishing up my period. And they have a thing in here where you can tell them when you're on it, and then they'll be super nice to you about it. I'm gonna start, when I post this on YouTube, I'm starting after this.
Spicy wontons, fruit salad, burgers, pizza, meatballs. Do you want to eat any of that?
I want to eat all of
But
it.
if your stomach feels weird during these next few days, don't force yourself to finish your meal. I'll take care of the leftovers. It's your body, so you know best.
I didn't realize he was
But
just
your
gonna...
stomach might be more on the sensitive side during your period. It doesn't hurt to be careful.
Hi, Brandy. Although it says that Brandy... I don't know if you can be seen. Anyway, hi. You're there. It says listening only, but I don't know what that means. He knows about period shits, yes. He's, they all do, so you can actually come in here. I can't believe this is... No, so this is actually great. So, I have to figure out...
No matter how long you stand there, you're not going to pick up a skill in photosynthesis.
I'm not doing enough, so he's like, hey. So you can... It was neat. They actually added this in. So a scientific look at menstruation. And they actually have this whole thing that's like... Yeah, actually, B has that skill of photosynthesis. Oh, I need to move this over. Sorry, that's gonna look weird. Okay, it fixed it. So this whole thing, because they added a period tracker in here, they're like, you know, if you're in any physically demanding job, intense activity is often unavoidable. Is it okay to exercise during your period? And then it talks about like level of intensity. Is there a connection between menstrual flow and overall health? Dopamine and endorphins released during exercise can boost your mood. I see what you're laying down there, game. I see you. Yeah. It's important to understand what's considered normal. Periods can last anywhere from 2 to 8 days. Phoenix, what are you doing, my love? Phoenix. How can you measure how much flow you have? Like, it seriously gives you just like, so there's stuff in here I learned that I never learned in school. And Phoenix, I love you. Stop bumping my hand. Stop bumping my hand. Yeah, they're talking about like, they talk about what causes cramps, what causes like menstrual pain, changes in mood and stamina. Does the body's immunity drop during your period? No, nothing that says that. Like the whole thing just about menstruation for uterus havers. Just, and like what's considered a light flow versus, you know, heavy, etc. So yeah, super neat. And then you can tell them when your period is and like how long between days, and they'll talk to you about it. Like when it's coming up, they'll be like, do you have everything? Are you okay? How are you feeling? And then they'll, you know, they'll just chit chat with you about it. My main man, Zane, is a doctor, and so he'll actually talk to you about it, and he's just like, hey, menstruation's totally normal.
Do you want to say something?
Yeah, here. So, like, about period stigma.
Menstruation is a normal physiological process. It's also crucial for human life. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of stigma surrounding menstruation today. Many people regard it as something unclean or shameful. Oxo Hospital has a program where we regularly send medical professionals to give talks on reproductive health. They also distribute free pads. There are lecture recordings from previous years on their social media account. If you're interested, I can find them for you.
Yeah, totally just talk to you about it. And he's, I don't know, it's just so, like, open and welcoming, and they don't talk to you like it's disgusting or like ew or whatever. Like they're seriously like, hey, this is normal. It's totally fine. You're not disgusting. Like, in fact, let's have a conversation about it. And then there's also, like, things where you can be like, be nice to me. And they'll just say nice shit to you. So.
You can be yourself in front of me.
Don't worry, sorry. Anyway, let's get into the story. Yeah, let me see what I can do. Is that any better? That's kind of as loud as I can get it. I turned the music, the sound effects, everything, down because otherwise it's really loud. Like, I've got this, the music is at 1 right now. That's 10. All right, so let me see. I think I can also, no, I turned it, his voice is also at 1. Okay, hopefully that's better. I did turn mine down because I was peaking a little bit in OBS. But if this sounds okay to you, I can also turn down the desktop audio a little bit and see if that helps. Is that any better? Hi, Phoenix. Okay, cool. If you need me to adjust, I can turn the game down a little bit more. Okay, so...
Do you want to say something?
I don't. I want to get into the story. Okay, so we're going to come up here. We're going to start it. And again, this is going to be chock full of spoilers. I might pause every now and then just to explain stuff too.
Day 1326. Attention. Target anchor lost.
So this is
No response from
a
base.
sci-fi game.
Traceback 2 is about to pass the event horizon and enter the black hole. We are stuck in this loop. This never-ending journey.
Ooh, okay.
Hello, Lincoln City. DPSC-FM here to greet you on this early morning. Did you sleep well last night?
Decent.
Weather's nice today with winds at 5 kilometers per hour. Certain areas have a higher metaflux index due to the Deepspace tunnel. Expect wanderers to appear more often. We would like to thank all the hunters in the city for allowing us to live a normal, peaceful life. Next, a detailed report for each district, areas that are at high risk of being attacked by wanderers. All medical personnel, please get ready. Today is going to be another busy day. We now have a message for all the new hunters who recently passed their exams. Now that your journey is about to begin, we want to express our deepest gratitude and wish you all the best as you face the challenges ahead.
I'm gonna try.
And that's all for today.
I'm gonna try not to have much of
But
an
before
impression.
we go, please enjoy this gift we received from Deepspace 14 years ago. Love and Deepspace. These electromagnetic signals have traversed time and space, a miracle of the ages. One day we will be able to evolve from our current limitations, transcend the boundaries of life, and reach the stars. At a certain moment in the future, we can pass through the deep space tunnel and discover the future awaiting us.
I'm gonna try not to have much of an impression of most of the guys so that you don't know who my least favorites are. But I will probably be insufferable over Zane because I love him so much. Alright, so yeah, that was the intro.
Years ago, the deep space tunnel appeared above Lincoln. It led to anomalous geomagnetic storms, and the creatures known as Wanderers emerged. From such an event, the Deep Space Hunter was born. Now society has returned to a sense of normalcy, but there are still Wanderers lurking in the shadows.
So what had happened was 14 years prior, the Deep Space Tunnel opened above Earth, and it basically, like, it's just like a Deep Space Tunnel. It just links point A to point B, and we don't know where the other side is, but our side opened right above Earth. Bunch of monsters poured out, and just wrecked Earth. This is sort of post-apocalyptic sci-fi. It just wrecked Earth. So then the city that we live in was all but destroyed, and there's people who showed up that were able to fight these monsters that are called wanderers. The wanderers are enemies. So people showed up who were able to fight these wanderers, and they helped protect the city, drive monsters away, kill a bunch of them, and the city was able to rebuild over the last 14 years. And using help from those people that were able to fight the wanderers, the Hunters Association was born, and they help fight wanderers. Yeah. And it's like a whole organization, because now there's like research and development, there's a weapons department, there's research, there's people who actually go out and fight. It's a whole big thing. And yeah, we're just becoming a hunter.
Here
After
today
they
with
hand
us
out our
are many
badges, we'll be
seasoned
assigned to a
veterans in the
squad,
industry,
which will determine our
as
future.
well as
Aren't you
rookies.
nervous?
That
But
won't
we
change the
care only
outcome.
about results.
It's better to
The
stay
end
calm.
justifies-
You also get to adjust your character's voice. I really like kind of like a deep voice, with a little bit of huskiness, so that's why my character sounds this way.
the means. Our goal as hunters is to extract the protocors from wanderers in hopes of destroying them once and for all. That being said, congratulations on passing the selection process. We are grateful for your hard work.
Also, if it seems like I stop and explain stuff a lot, it's
We
because
will now begin the ceremony and hand out badges to the new Deep Space Hunters.
a lot of this you figure out along the
First
way,
candidate.
and
That's you, isn't it? Hurry, get on stage!
some of it isn't, like, is explained in a weird way, so I'm just gonna lore dump as we go.
Hello, sir.
Place your hand here to confirm your personal info.
Originally, this is where you would create the look of your character and stuff.
Ah, Enhausen class. It's been a while since I've seen this eval.
Enhausen class means that we don't, like, particularly have our own individual power, but we amplify the power of whoever's around us, or, like, whoever we resonate with. So we go into battle with a partner, and we resonate with that person so that we can enhance their power, basically, is what Enhausen class means. And somebody did a whole etymological, like, deep dive on the word Enhausen, and it basically is like it's something about like being caring or something like that. I'd have to look it up again. It was really cool.
You have a lot of potential for growth, and might even acquire new abilities. I can see why Jenna picked you, as soon as the rookie list was released to the public. It can't be detected?
As usual. Sir, that's likely because a wanderer attacked me 14 years ago, and ever since then, my evol level hasn't been stable.
Evol is just your power. That's just whatever power you have. Evol. They're called evolvers if they have powers. 14 years prior, she had been attacked by a wanderer and stabbed through the heart. But instead of dying, it actually lodged what's called a protocore. Well, you find out later it's an ether core, but whatever. It lodged shards of an ether core into her heart, which gave her basically regenerative powers in a way. She can still die and stuff, but we'll actually there's a really cool side story that we'll read later. But basically, she has this thing in these shards in her heart that can restore her heartbeat, so that she doesn't die very easily. And so because of that, because of the shards in her heart, she has what's called protocore syndrome. Protocore are... I'll have to read about it. It's hard to explain. I'll read there's an in-game thing that you can read. And she just basically has, like, a heart disease because of what happened.
Understood. That event did change many lives.
And her evol level just can't be
You're not the
determined.
first evolver whose level couldn't be detected. This isn't the only criteria we use when evaluating a deep space hunter. As long as you have the skills, this industry welcomes you with open arms.
My friend who loves, like, older men, was like, why can't I romance him instead?
Congratulations, you are now a deep space hunter.
Yay! Thanks,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Yes! We're hunters, you guys.
The fluctuations are stronger. I'm closer to the source.
Your evo's even better than the detector. Hi, I'm Tara. Remember me? I was standing next to you during the badge ceremony.
Hi, Tara. You're
Of
adorable.
course. We're lucky to be on the same squad.
I'm Jaina.
Oh, do you want to work together?
You get to name your main character. So they're never going to call me by my name. They're going to call me various things or just bypass the name altogether. I named her Jaina Lovelock, and I got Lovelock because there's a city in Nevada called Lovelock, and I used to pass by it when I would make my like bi-yearly trips from Idaho to California and vice versa. And they have a billboard that says "Lock your love in Lovelock." It's this dinky little town. It's cute. But when I told my sister about it, she thought I was talking about Kanye's Lovelock. I am not. I am not talking about Kanye.
Sure. The tarot reading I did yesterday told me that I would be super lucky today.
Look.
Wanderers. They're here.
Yeah, same. Wanderer detected. Accept the mission? Yes, ma'am.
The highest threat level here is only B, which matches the fluctuation we just felt.
A fluctuation doesn't have a set value. Something's off.
Why don't we split up and look around first, just to be safe?
Sure. I'll go inside then.
I'll scout the perimeter to see how far these fluctuations go. We'll regroup here once we're done.
Tara's adorable. I love that she...
Careful.
Oh, they just spoke over each other. I love that
There's
she's into
clearly been
tarot.
a metaflux explosion, but it doesn't match the Wanderer's threat level. Something's not right. What? A hunter? Are they also here for the mission? There are traces of metaflux on him as if he was attacked.
We can also sort of, like, help people, like, absorb their
I should call for backup.
infections. Help get them off of them. Yeah, let's call for backup.
Hunters Association Support Center. Is there anything I can do?
Quiet.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. But you...
Fluctuations.
Watch out.
Xavier likes sleeping. He's a very tired boy.
It activated its protofield. You're a hunter, right? Let's defeat it together.
So, the protofields are... Oh, you're going to see it go into landscape mode when we go into battle, because you're supposed to turn your phone sideways, or your device sideways. So the protofields, when a wanderer shows up, it has its own almost like subspace in space, where it's at its peak power. And so when you go into a battle with it, you're entering its protofield, which, yeah, it's just basically like a battle space.
Keeping your body warm.
Yeah. Where they're gonna talk about my period again. So, okay, where are they kept? There's a whole section that's... Where's my Spacepedia? Where's my Space Wikipedia? No. There's a whole, like, space Wikipedia thing that, lets you look stuff up. I don't remember how to get to it. No. Shoot. Hang on, let's Let's see. Oops, I'm on caps lock. 11 deep space. I don't remember what it's called. The Spacepedia. Wait, how do I get to it? Sorry. Oh. Wait. Okay. I don't know. I can't. I'll find it another time. I don't remember where to go to find it, but it's really useful when you know where it is, which I don't. Because this is your social media, this is your phone, this is your text messages. Okay, whatever. Alright, we're gonna go into a battle with Xavier. The cool thing about battles is, oh, I can't change my... I have like different battle outfits and weapons and stuff. But with the story time battles, or the story related battles, they actually give you what you need. And they make sure they're at the level that you need them to be at. So I'm gonna go in with Xavier. I have no choice. All of the story ones, you don't really have a choice who you go in with because they're with you in the story. And then they give you what you need to go in. So they're called memories. So there's this Xavier memory. It's a 3-star. It's whatever. They give you what you need. And then as you go, they level it up to match what you need in the story battles. And it's going to go sideways because that's how combat works. Bling, 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 bling. It might take a second to load because, again, I'm using a...
We're in the Wanderer's protofield now.
Okay.
It's like we're in another world.
Oh, I can't move yet. I was like, why? Okay, there we go.
It must be hiding from us. Watch out, move.
It tells you to tap on the screen, but because I'm playing on computer, I'm using keyboard and mouse, which is pretty similar to just how any other game works with keyboard and mouse. Shift to dash.
It can't run away anymore.
Left click to attack, 1, 2, and R. So it's a little closer to like it's like a blend of Genshin and Wuwa.
You can use the resonance evil.
You use the R, which I don't use yet.
Can't go on for much longer. Let's deliver the final.
Oh, there we go.
Blow together.
I think he said,
we're safe for now.
Let's deliver the final blow together, but cut it off. Blow together. Oh, where'd my mouse go? Sometimes my mouse likes to get lost after I finish a battle. Hi. Phoenix is just hanging out next to me. I also like that you can replay story in this game.
He can use the light evil, and he's strong. I haven't seen anyone like him among the rookies.
There's a lot more to Xavier than you expect.
This isn't it.
That protocore could have given us useful info. Why did you crush it?
Huh?
Forget it. There's more to this than meets the eye. I need to investigate.
So I just looked it up just to kind of get a better way to explain it. So protocores, it says protocores contain a new type of cosmic energy originating from the deep space. They're usually found inside wanderers. After undergoing a special process, they can be equipped by evolvers to improve their combat abilities. So they're basically like your Genshin artifacts, and they just enhance it. But when you in game, like lore wise, they can study them to try and get more information about the deep space tunnel, because we haven't been able to explore too far into it yet, and also to kind of get an idea of where the other side leads. And so Xavier crushing the protocore and saying this isn't what I need, we're like, bro, we could have used that.
You also assigned here? This place is more dangerous than it seems. We should get out of here and think about our next move.
No, we can't. We became prey stuck in a trap the moment we walked into this warehouse. Come.
You. How long have you been trapped here? Did anything unusual happen before the explosion?
I was sleeping at the time.
Seriously? In this place?
That's Xavier.
There's nothing complicated going on. Just a trick of the light.
Wanderers and light. Nothing.
They're luminivores. No movement, no fluctuations. Over here.
Luminivore is just a type of wanderer.
Luminivores eat light. And your evol is... This can't be a coincidence. Is this a trap specifically for you?
I'm just a normal hunter. You don't need to look too deeply into it.
You might be someone's prey, but from another perspective, isn't he just bait?
What are you thinking about?
If we can't escape, let's lure the luminivores out and take them down in one fell swoop.
You...
Use your evol. The point of convergence is getting stronger. Looks like they took the bait.
There are a lot of luminivores. If we don't take them out in one go, they'll respawn using the light.
In that case, we'll just... use my evil.
Please forgive me.
Oh god, okay. So this is really neat. So the main character, because of the shards in her heart, like gets, like somehow she ends up with them in like every timeline, and she reincarnates, over and over. And so she actually has like past lives with each of the characters except Caleb, but that's for later. And like, spoiler alert, I did say this would be full of spoilers. Xavier's actually not from Earth. He's from a different planet. He came through the deep space tunnel and helped fight the Wanderers. And the main character was saved by him when she was younger, 14 years ago, when she got hurt. He protected her, and then she got hurt anyway, and so he kind of blames himself for that. But he has a past life with her, and he's like over 200 years old, and he, something happened that he ended up using, like, I don't know the specifics because I don't have his myth that explains his past life, but he, so they were in some place that they were gonna die in, and then he was gonna use all of his power to keep her safe and protect her. And then she didn't know what he was doing, and she panicked, and so she stopped him from doing it and used all of her power instead, and it ended up killing her to do so. And so now whenever he said when he said I'm sorry, it's because the last time they did that, the last time he used her power like that, she died. Or the last time she used her power like that in such a big way, she died. But it was a lot, like, bigger than what they just did. So I think that he was like, I'm sorry, but also, like, I get it. It's not gonna cause you pain this time. That was interesting. Replaying is really interesting.
We actually defeated all of them. This is the first time I've experienced an evil resonance this strong.
There's not a lot of happy endings in the past lives and stuff.
The fluctuations are gone, and so are the Wanderers. Your plan actually worked.
Yeah, but not even a single protocore was left behind.
They were accidentally blown up.
The residual energy should be enough, right? So we're acquaintances now? I'm a new Unicorns recruit. And you?
Unicorns is our team.
I'm Xavier.
Under Jenna. Captain
By the
Jenna.
way, could you do me a favor? If anyone asks what happened, tell them that, aside from the Wanderers, you saw nothing else, alright?
Don't you think that makes you seem a little suspicious?
I'm sorry. I'll explain why the next time we meet.
I know this is silly,
I'm heading over to your location right now.
but there's something about his outfit, even though it's got like the harness and like the mini like corset thing and the gloves, there's something about it that looks like pajamas to me.
I'm fine. Over here! That's my colleague. Where did he go?
I lost your signal and couldn't contact you at all. These protocore fragments. You took down those Wanderers by yourself?
No. Actually,
Look at how cute Tara
to
is.
Explain, and I
Of course
can't do it
she's
now.
of course she's into tarot.
What matters is that you're okay. We'll talk more
I
once
bet
the
she,
mission's
I
over,
bet she's into
alright?
astrology too.
Savior.
She's cute.
How mysterious. Him being here surely couldn't have been a coincidence.
It'll be a while, but my favorite side character shows up later. Her name is Simone, and I love her. She's not around a lot, but I love her. Oh, I'm gonna have to do some reading. The cleanup at the abandoned research base wrapped up nicely. The other hunters, Tara and I, returned to Unicorns. As expected, no threat levels higher than A rank were detected in the area affected by the metaflux explosion. When we cleared out the remaining Wanderers, we didn't encounter any more danger. Sometimes when I'm talking, I feel like
By the way, did we get anything from the data we sent back to HQ?
Sometimes I feel like I don't remember what words are. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, I don't know if you know Simone, but she's super adorable. They said data analysis would conduct another investigation. We have to wait for the results before assuming anything. Our main character doesn't talk all the time, and I wish she did, because I love hearing her voice. You can adjust it however you want, but I love how I made her sound.
It was kind of scary now that I'm thinking about it. I'm glad you're okay.
You should do a reading for me. Maybe my luck's also pretty good today.
You're still in the mood to crack jokes? I had been trying to contact you for a while, and I was just about to try every method possible, both scientific and mystical.
The bright screen on the wall suddenly dims. Captain Jenna emerges from a hidden door.
Finally, we meet face-to-face, Unicorns recruits.
You're gonna hear her. She does a lot of, like, side voices. Everyone falls silent under her commanding gaze.
I am relieved to see that everyone has returned in one piece. Your performance was recorded and uploaded to our database by the Hunter's Watch each one of you is wearing. Unicorns only chooses the best of the best. The squad will take that into consideration and assign you to the appropriate sector. In the foreseeable future, the difficulty of your assignments, nature of your work, and scope of your missions will correspond to your sector's role and responsibilities. The uncertainty and fear we need to be prepared to face is far greater than what we've seen today. This means we will need to have an open mind, remain flexible, and have trustworthy allies. As for today's mission, I have to say that it was executed very well.
Thanks.
Thank you.
No, thank you. With those words, Jenna smiles briefly, looks around, and then slips behind the hidden door. There's a hidden door in here? The room's lights turn on and are followed by beeps from the Hunter's watches. One after another, everyone erupts into a frenzy.
Mission data analyzed. Please report to your respective sector at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Sector. Data analysis. Captain Andrew. Wow. Data analysis. Yesterday's fortune was right. Well, what does yours say?
I look at my own watch. Under the unicorn section, it says, Sector Alpha Team, Captain Jenna.
You're working directly under Jenna? Wow. Can I visit you in the future whenever I want?
Girl, open door policy, come on. Are you sure you're not using that as an excuse to gawk at Captain Jenna?
I have 2 eyes. I can look at you and her at the same time, right?
Can you do that? Oh, you.
Well, that's it for today. Wanna grab a bite to eat?
Yes, obviously. I love food. We walk out of the Hunters Association. Not too far away in the heart of Lincoln is Azure Square. Mini drones equipped with 360-degree eyes, infrared sensors designed to monitor wanderer activity patrol the sky. Hang on. I need to... How do I delete this? I don't know if I can. I don't want you. Alright, well, ignore that person. Today's Lincoln is nothing like the one that was attacked 14 years ago. After Tara and I grab a quick snack, we decide to walk around the square, relaxing our minds for after a busy day. So, you admire Captain Jenna because she saved you? Is that right? We stroll past the trees lining the path before sitting down on a bench near the square's monument. Her eyes light up as she excitedly shares her past from over a decade ago.
And just like that, the Wanderer was gone! Poof! Disappeared into thin air. After escorting me to a safe place by the road, she said, "You're safe now. Go home." That's what we call max level of security.
She's adorable. Tara seems completely engrossed in her tale, then she turns to look at me, suddenly serious.
So yes, as you can see, I became a hunter to follow in Captain Jenna's footsteps. I want to be as badass as she is. To be her equal and fight alongside her.
Aww. One day you'll be able to achieve your dream.
Oh, I've just been rambling on. What about you? Why did you become a hunter?
Me? Well... Under the clear sky, Azure Square is lively. I look away, and as far as my eyes can see, the horizon is painted by the gold of the setting sun. I still remember that day from 14 years ago. It was also a lively evening. The roar of wanderers like a flood drowned out the screams and cries for help. I sprint through the streets covered in rubble, not even knowing what monster is chasing me, until a sharp pain pierces me and burrows itself into my heart. A makeshift shelter made of the remains of collapsed buildings is within sight. Trembling, I muster all the strength I have and crawl towards it. Amidst the dirt and gloom, a small seedling breaks through the soil. Yeah, it gets pretty dark. If I survive this, I don't want to be anyone's prey. I don't want to only run when there's danger.
Looks like you're reminiscing about something from a long time ago.
That's amazing. You can tell fortunes and read other people's expressions. I mean, I feel like we weren't really keeping it a secret.
Yeah, I can see you're anxious, but also full of anticipation.
This is a very important symbol for Lincoln City. Mr. Guidey welcomes you to Azure Square.
Mr. Guidey.
Here, the past and future coexist. The old and new mingle together seamlessly. This is the charm of Lincoln, the city of innovation. Wow!
It's so noisy. who's constantly shouting.
Everyone, look over there! Tide Street is hosting a marine-themed exhibition. Follow me!
A marine-themed exhibition. Let's call it here. We have to get up early for work tomorrow. We should go home and get some rest.
Right. After all, we've experienced a real battle. Getting a good night's sleep is important. I live pretty far from here, so I should be heading home soon.
I pity your commute time. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Bye, Tara. After Tara leaves, I also get up. I'm ready to head home. Noticing a figure that's been hiding behind the bushes, I can't help but sigh. Hey, kid, can I help you or anything? But I'll just get going if you don't need me. The bushes rustle slightly, then quickly stop moving. This is like kind of a side tangent to introduce the next dude. I'm only able to take a few steps before I feel a tug on my coat.
So, miss, I overheard your conversation. Are you a hunter on a mission?
I'm a hunter on standby.
Everyone says hunters are super strong and you can do anything I ask, right? Right?
Brimming with confidence, he pulls out a stack of shiny gold cards from his pocket.
Here's what I'll give you as a reward. A full set of Super Hunter AR cards, and it has a limited edition Hunter Lux. Follow me!
Dude, that sounds expensive. You should hang on to it. Hold on, at least tell me what you... We don't get answers. We just have to follow. A lot of this is set up right now. Chapter 1 tends to be mostly, like, set up. But... just you wait.
We're almost there. I need you to help me catch that little red fishy.
Sure thing, but I can't promise I'll succeed. Is that okay with you?
Lucas! Oh no, she spotted us. Take this net, and don't say anything about me hiring you.
He ran away already.
Unfortunate. This species of fish can only survive for a week on land.
A tourist?
The fish is gonna slip away, you know. Ta-da! The owner probably just wanted to throw in some fish to fit the theme. But this one, bright as a flame, is a real flamula from Lemurian legends.
Flamula? I'm not very familiar with those myths or folklore.
Lemurians are an ancient mythological... They're basically like mermaids to us. I think they're mermaids. But it's an ancient marine civilization that it's like a considered myth. It's like a legend. Spoiler alert, he is one. So he is a Lemurian merman.
Oh. Hat Island is closed off because there have been reports of wanderers. You should stay away from that place for now.
That explains why I couldn't get a boat ticket.
But legends also say, obviously, that they've been completely wiped out, which is why we've never seen one. And that's generally true. The Lemurians are almost extinct, basically, at this point.
It's good that you were here to let me know. Otherwise, I really would have wasted my time.
Wait. Here's the fish you caught. I hope it'll survive longer with you. If you like the sea, you should go to White Sand Bay. It's the most beautiful beach in all of... But he didn't even let me finish.
He's like, I don't care, bye.
Darn it.
Routine check at Oxo Hospital, 6:30 p.m. That's a late doctor's appointment. I guess it's good to, I mean, then we could get off of work and go. All right, anyway. Hey, Yvonne, it's me. Just coming out of the elevator. Dr. Zane hasn't gone home, has he?
Don't worry, all checkups are in the system, which sends out notifications. Dr. Zane can't forget them.
Yeah, besides, even when he's not working, he's still in his office. I met Zane after Grandma took me in. I was 8 years old then. Our families had been friends for years, so we'd occasionally get together for meals. We didn't meet again until half a year ago during a follow-up checkup on the protocore fragments in my heart. I would have never guessed that after not seeing him for more than a decade, he'd reappear as my primary care physician.
You've known Dr. Zane for a while, right? I'll transfer your call over so you two can get started.
I love Zane. he's gonna come off as very, like, aloof at first. That's just kind of how he is. Well, there's gonna be more in chapter 4, so I don't really want to spoil it here. But dude has had to learn how to be... He's very much Elsa, conceal, don't feel. And his power is ice, so... No, don't!
Oxo Hospital for a brighter future.
For, like, Yvonne, please!
Good job. You were 10 seconds away from being a no-show.
You definitely see his, like, teasing side show up more as the story progresses. He's got kind of a dry humor, but then he gets very, like, affectionate and teasing. I fought everyone to book the last appointment of the day. Wait!
Don't worry, we have 5 seconds left.
Do you really need to be precise?
3, 2.
Arriving at the office door, I push it open.
Congratulations, you weren't late. Is this impeccable timing a new evil ability of yours?
People used to think that his voice actor was AI, and it's not. It just, I think some of the timing from the early on, like, voice direction was a little awkward. I can't believe you're just sitting there and counting down. What are you, a ticking time bomb or something?
Yvonne said you returned to Lincoln at 5 o'clock this morning and were back to work by 7.
She tells you everything.
You said it was a vacation, but you were actually in the Arctic to work on a secret project, right?
We're gonna learn more about that in chapter 4. He is a world-renowned cardiac surgeon. He actually, so this one we won't really, you find out in a lot of the side stuff. He became a cardiac surgeon because of the main character. So everybody has, like, past lives with her. But like Raphael and Xavier and eventually Silas remember theirs. But Zane doesn't. Zane doesn't have those memories. But what he has is he dreams about the main character. And he had, like, senses of, like, deja vu and stuff. So he like, kind of knew about her. It's that whole, I knew I loved you before I met you or whatever. But he didn't really, like, develop feelings for her. But they were really close. They were really good childhood friends. And when he found out about her protocore syndrome, the business with her heart, he was like, I want to be able to help her as best as I can. So he, dude is intelligent. He's smart as hell. And so he actually graduated high school at 14, started medical school, and he finished his bachelor's, master's, doctorate, and residency by the time he was, like, 24 or 26 or something like that, 24-ish. And he was very lonely. He didn't have a lot of friends because he focused so hard on studying that he never really had, and also, like, starting college at 14, like, he just didn't make a lot of friends in school. And there's, like, a text message exchange you can have with him where the main character, I'm just gonna use mine, her name's Jaina, where she asks him, like, did you get a lot of love letters in school? And he said, no, I never got one. And she's like, what? Like, how's that possible? And he's like, I just studied all the time, you know, I never had the chance to make friends or anything. His first, like, real friends come when he is doing business in the Arctic. He's helping a lot of people there. There's a big, like, wanderer base, basically, in the Arctic. There's, like, a hunter base up there. Like, it's obviously its own city. But he goes there a lot to help, like, be a field medic. Because there's, like, a ton of wanderers in this one particular place. And he also goes to help fight the Wanderers there. And there's a really cool side story with him that we'll read later too. But yeah, dude just was like dedicated. And then, but he went off to medical school and we haven't seen him for like more than 10 years because of this. There's also a city called Skyhaven, which is in the sky. It's an artificial city in the sky, very Bioshock Infinite Columbia-esque in a way. And it's just completely self-governed and all that stuff. He also did part of his schooling and residency in Skyhaven. So he's kind of all over the place. But he did become a doctor to hopefully be able to help us with our protocore syndrome himself, but he didn't want us to become a hunter. It's very strenuous. I mean, it's very taxing, and like our heart is kind of weak anyway, which is why we also, because of this, we have to do regular checkups to make sure that we're okay. And Zane is now our doctor, and he's a little like, man, why'd you have to become a hunter? But that's been our childhood dream ever since we were saved by a hunter as a kid. Which, spoiler alert, was Xavier. Oh, I already said that earlier. Xavier saved us as a kid. Anyway.
Patients shouldn't be so nosy. Report.
He can't, like I said, he can be very aloof in the beginning, but he really opens up.
Any changes recently?
No.
No.
I've had one exam after another, so I pulled a few all-nighters.
Ignoring medical advice like it's nothing. I suppose you're just here to go through the motions.
Zane, be nice.
Sit over here, please.
Huh?
Listening.
Right.
All I do is love you, Zane. Be nice to me.
This isn't the first day I had protocore fragments in my heart. Even Dr. Dean said I was perfectly fine.
Dr. Dean?
And it's been 14 years. If anything bad...
He's like, I can't listen to your heart while you're talking.
Don't talk. But you should still breathe.
I love the chain that connects his... He's got like a neat fashion.
Zane looks so serious. Did he notice something was off? Nah, he just normally looks aloof. He probably has the same expression on his face regardless of whom he's treating.
A fast resting heart rate. What riled you up this time?
Your pretty face? Shut up.
Imagining things. Fine. I was really nervous, okay? But I'm always like this whenever I see a doctor.
You've known us for 6 months since then. Or you've been our doctor for 6 months.
Truly, your allergy is unique.
So?
Heart arrhythmia, premature ventricular contractions, heart murmurs.
Really?
Despite being aware of the risks, you still became a hunter.
Make fun of me all you want, but you know why I did it.
I wasn't mocking you. Lincoln has been the safest it's ever been under the watchful eye of our skilled hunter.
Jaina.
Not necessarily. One day, our skilled Dr. Zane will find himself in a bit of a predicament. The hunter who saves you might just be me.
If you wish to hold something over me, then I suggest you be careful while out in the field. I prefer not to see you be airlifted to the hospital via helicopter.
He gave us candy because he has a huge sweet tooth. We have to take him to the dentist at one point. Not in the main story, it's a side thing. And because he has a toothache. Finally, this busy day can come to an end. I plop onto my bed and pull out my hunter's watch. In my inbox is a team recruitment notice that's signed by Jenna. I actually became a hunter. Unicorns and its alpha team. I wonder what the veteran hunters are like. Outside my window, under the night, the trees sway, their branches rustling to the beat of the wind. Thunder rumbles in the distance. Is it about to rain? The weather forecast didn't mention anything about a storm. Suddenly, the phone rings. Sup, Caleb? Caleb? I changed his phone background. It's usually something else.
I knew you'd still be awake. What are you up to?
Just got home. I'm beat, but he's a pilot. He's a fighter.
First day of hunting. Well?
He's a fighter pilot. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I didn't bring disgrace to my family.
Well, that's good. What matters is that you're alive.
We're about to see, after this phone call, we're gonna see a bit of a translation thing that I think you guys will understand. What about you? Why are you calling me now? Aren't you on a military flight operation?
I should be cruising along, but things wrapped up quite nicely and ended early.
Did you guys encounter any wanderers in the deep space tunnel? Was it dangerous?
Are you actually worried about me?
If something happens to you, we won't be able to see Grandma together at the end of the month.
Come on, I know how important it is to you. Even if I was in a wheelchair, you'd push me there.
So Caleb and the main character were both adopted by a woman named Josephine, who they call Grandma, or Gran, when the main character was like 7. Ugh, say something good for once. Don't jinx yourself.
All right. It's been peaceful. The field within the tunnel is as stable as it can be. Very few wanderers. Don't worry.
Really? Every time you tell me not to worry...
Everything else is top secret. My lips are sealed.
Yeah. Everything is a secret with you people in the Deep Space Aviation Administration.
Yep. Mysterious and spooky.
I love him. I'm so scared. Scary enough for the Pipsqueak to put cilantro in your food. He calls her Pipsqueak, and he hates... Oh, yeah, he hates cilantro. I have some stuff about... I learned some in the... I didn't, like, go out and seek it out, but there's some aviation slang that he uses in reference to the main character that kind of shows that he's had, like, feelings for her for a long time. Or at least that she's very important to him.
Okay, I'll stop.
So, like, a pipsqueak is a way to... So, it's an aviation term. It's a little thing that makes a pip and then a squeak sound. And it's how to adjust your heading so that you know you're heading in the right direction. Pilots use it with, like, ground control, basically, to just ensure that they're on the right track, that their heading is, like, doesn't need to be recalibrated, things like that. So he calls her Pipsqueak specifically with a hyphen because that's the name of the thing that pilots use.
It's late. You should go to bed now. Sweet dreams.
Ever since Grandma took Caleb and me in, she hasn't stopped worrying about us. I pick up my phone, set an alarm, then walk over to the window. She must be really happy that I joined Unicorns. As I draw the curtains in the darkness, something strange catches my attention. I look up and... Outside my window, separated by only glass, a giant eye turns to face me. What is that? In the blink of an eye, darkness swallows everything outside. I couldn't understand what I just saw. Raindrops fall, the trails of water seemingly... Oh god, it's going too fast. Seemingly cutting everything. The overwhelming darkness of the night envelops the nearby buildings. A storm rages on, swallowing all the light in Lincoln. So you're actually going to learn what the red eye is later. If I'm right. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm going to sneeze really quick. Excuse me. Okay, so that was chapter 1. Lots of setup, lots of just, like, introducing ideas and stuff. We're gonna start getting into, like, plot things. Nope, wrong way. Like, more plotty things. The Intel Department, Protocore Research Department, VR Training Center, Armory, Archives. Simone, my girl Simone, she works in the Armory. In a towering 20-story building, various sectors with their own responsibilities exists. It offers a variety of services, all meticulously organized and fully equipped to support every aspect of a hunter's work and life.
Hunter's Watch, HOS 11-4. Metaflux detection system has been updated to the latest version. Guidance for each floor has been uploaded. Use of the Sleepin' Pod has been approved, and access to the VR Training Center has been granted.
The VR Training Center is actually something you can access in the game And it just teaches you how to use, like, how to move, dodge, target, like, lock on to an enemy. There's, like, 4 different weapons, because there's the guns, the sword, the claymore, and the wand. The wand is my favorite. It just, yeah, the VR training teaches you how to use all of the combat mechanics. After performing a flurry of dazzling maneuvers on my watch, the spherical robot opens a compartment on its body.
The system log shows you had less than 4 hours of sleep last night. The quality was also extremely poor.
Mind your own business! A console appears from the compartment and it presents a small pill box.
A special delivery. 1 drum reel.
They're like, you need to keep your energy up. Have some pills. I touched the bags under my eyes, my mind replaying the scene of that eye appearing outside the window last night. I thought wanderers had appeared, so I rushed out of my home. Despite scanning the nearby area, I couldn't find any abnormal traces of energy fluctuations. I'll try and dig up some info from the squad's files. I'll also be on the lookout tonight. Suddenly, a holographic screen appears and interrupts my thoughts. The adorable voice resounds in the room once again.
Alpha Team has special life insurance for its members. Please sign here.
Huh?
Alpha Team is on the 3rd floor. The office is next to the Mulberry Bridge. This is so in case of an emergency, you'll be able to arrive anywhere in Lincoln City within a few seconds. I need to go now. Have a great day.
Thanks, Otto. The robot leaves and I'm all alone. I turn around and see an empty office. Sunlight shines through the glass walls, illuminating a pile of untouched paperwork. A new recruit's equipment should be at their desk, and mine is... Nero. Nerd! I hear a voice in the corner. A table appears from the shadows, and behind 3 rows of old widescreen monitors is a man with small eyes scrutinizing me. He must be my teammate. Hello, I'm...
Stay right there.
Hesitant, I don't move. I inadvertently look at the array of dark-colored monitors. It's rare to see such old-fashioned products in an era of rapid technological advancement. I guess they're mainly used to avoid small talk. Dude, same. The back of the monitors are plastered with dozens of portraits of wanderers, big and small. Handwritten notes containing all sorts of information are present. Among them is a familiar face. Isn't that a luminivore? The wanderers in the records are all rare. It seems this person is quite knowledgeable. Oh, right. What I saw outside my window last night. I walk up to the monitor and give it a few taps. Excuse me, may I ask a question? Do you think there are wanderers that can turn invisible or just disappear in a split second? It's okay if you don't want to answer.
What did you see?
As if a switch had been flipped, he suddenly springs up from behind the desk and walks over to me. Well, it's just...
Shh, draw it.
His small eyes look surprisingly bigger as they're fixated on me. He shoves a pen into my hand, its tip flickering a red light. A Bremago?
You know about them? This has the latest Kennel OS. It's fresh from the oven of our techies. The resolution is 3 times better than the previous version. Oh, I only use it for work.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
it. Look, here's the TSC security authentication code.
I nod and take the pen. I press the switch, then the tip emits 3 green streaks of light which coil around my arm. The memory of what was behind the curtain appears in my mind once more. The moment the pen touches the paper, lines begin to dance across it. In a matter of seconds, that fearsome eye is drawn out.
It's beautiful.
Huh?
I mean, it looks dangerous.
I love him. Recalling what I saw, I manually add a few more details. That's all I can remember.
Just leave it to me.
Thanks, Nero.
Nero, Andrew is looking for you.
The door swings open. Captain Jenna walks in. It seems she's just returned from a mission.
Let me remind you that data analytics is on the 5th floor. If you prefer to hide here for some peace and quiet, you might as well request a transfer.
Nero doesn't dare to respond. He snatches the pen and paper from my hand and runs away without looking back. Ma'am?
Call me Captain like everyone else. Jenna works too. How's the paperwork? If there are any issues, you should speak up now.
Everything's going well, but the squad...
It's normal for us not to be here. We don't need to sit in HQ all the time if there's no mission.
Yes! I see. Perhaps sensing my awkwardness, she smiles.
Relax. Yes, our job can be dangerous. But before any mission is assigned, Advanced Tech Labs considers the hunter's evol, overall capabilities, and efficacy. Of course, while efficacy can be measured, people are another story. Outside of urgent missions, you're allowed to pick and choose. Don't worry, you won't be forced to resign from Alpha Team on your first day.
Understood. Thank you, Captain Jenna. I feel a vibration on my wrist. As I lift my arm, the Hunter's Watch shows me the virtual user interface for missions.
Perfect. Advanced Tech Labs has a job for you. Hear them out first, then go take a look.
Yes, Captain.
Getting to that place will be tricky. I have a 270HM already parked by the Moveri Bridge for you.
We get to ride a motorcycle! Client Henry, status active. Half a month ago, Mr. Raymond, a renowned collector in the city and the employer of our client, began to exhibit symptoms of mental confusion and other abnormal behavior. He locked himself in one of his collection rooms. After multiple diagnoses, the possibility of mental illness has been ruled out. Objective: investigate if there are any wanderers hiding in Raymond's mansion and eliminate them. Alright, Mr. Raymond. The southeastern suburbs of Lincoln City are built near the sea and mountains. Many luxurious villas and holiday resorts can be found here. Its prosperity rivals that of the city center. Yet the renowned art collector Mr. Raymond chose to settle down, and this path never seems to end. The steep, winding road through the mountains near the western suburbs is lined with trees that could cover the sky. It's like you're in the wilderness, nothing to see, and you can't really go anywhere. If your car breaks down here, you'd be in a bind. Shocking. Making a sharp turn, I notice a familiar car parked on the shoulder of the road. A tall figure stands beside it. As I drive past him, he turns around and we lock eyes. I'm startled by who it is. Zane? I slam on the brakes and come to a stop. Then I remove my helmet. Hi, sir.
You have that look on your face. What is it?
He walks to his car and opens the hood. White smoke billows out. I was thinking that maybe I should have been a fortune teller instead of a hunter. You should leave it be, just to be safe. The car system has already called for roadside assistance. Unable to do anything else, Zane closes the hood, dusts off his hands, and then glances at the motorcycle behind me.
Are you already tackling a difficult mission when not even 2 days have passed?
It's not that bad. I'm just here to see if the client's home has any wanderers.
Raymond?
You know him? We're not going to the same place, are we?
Someone invited me.
So what are you going to do? You don't often see Zane stuck between a rock and a hard place. Stifling a laugh, I clear my throat and get on my motorcycle. I pat the back seat. Come on, let me do my good deed for the day. I'll take you there. He's gonna ride, bitch!
Will you be? Can your motorcycle do it?
Are you doubting my driving skills or this vehicle's capabilities?
Both.
Rude. Sir. Good luck climbing the mountain, Dr. Zane. Consider it a workout. I start up the motorcycle, and the AR navigation system immediately plans out the route.
Advent Navy says you're 13.5 kilometers away.
At that moment, Zane sits behind me. He's like, all right!
I need to return to the hospital later. Let's not waste any more time.
You're pretty good at going with the flow.
Adaptability is a virtue.
All right, buckle up and remain seated. Keep your arms and legs at your side. At your side.
I'm aware.
As I step on the gas pedal, the speedometer needle jumps. Caught off guard, Zane jerks back. I quickly hit the brakes, but he ends up slamming into my back.
Could the driver think of our passenger's safety for a moment, please?
We're about to give him whiplash. We arrive at Raymond's mansion, and the ornate iron gate slowly opens. We're greeted by a desolate courtyard shrouded in eerie silence. The architectural style is of a modern design and simplicity. A large pool surrounds it, and the water's surface a blanket of a large pool surrounds it. The water's surface, Jesus, of a blanket of blue-green algae. Algae. Blah, blah, blah. Zane, are you a close friend of the owner?
He's a former patient of mine who has a serious congenital heart disease.
What kind of person is he? Is he friendly?
Nervous?
Oh. Is it obvious? Zane silently glances at me. A little. This is my first solo mission after all. Weren't you nervous when you did your first surgery?
If I said yes, would that make you feel better?
Yeah. A hint of mirth flashes in Zane's eyes.
I wasn't.
He's such a little shit. I love him. I want to stomp on his foot, but I hold myself back and stomp on his shadow instead. Would you feel better if I said I was nervous in my first surgery? Well, I wasn't. Entering the mansion, the surroundings seem to blur. What captures my attention is the fish tank in the center of the hall. There's no water in it. An odd skeleton sits in the center of the tank, and under the light it appears dull and pale. Fin-like bones protrude from its pelvis. The skeleton's back legs, its spine... The skeleton lacks legs, its spine extending like a long string. Its pose is ominously beautiful, resembling a girl sitting cross-legged. Yeah, I don't think that's a girl sitting cross-legged. I'm pretty sure that's a mermaid.
It's just art. Don't overthink it, Miss Hunter.
We get called Miss Hunter all the time. Thanks, Herman. The butler suddenly appears. He bows before me and Zane. He doesn't question our arrival. He doesn't seem particularly interested in why we're here either. Hugging the fish tank is a spiral staircase that winds all the way to the ceiling.
Is he still in his collection room?
Everyone knows who he's referring to. Raymond.
Yes, on the 3rd floor. Dr. Zane, you've been here before, so please make yourself at home.
This is where I found something out that blew my mind and was like, I have to replay the story. Zane nods, then the butler turns to me.
Regarding the Wanderer inspection, Miss Hunter, do you need me to accompany you?
No, it's okay. I'd like to take a look around first. After the butler and Zane leave, I begin to explore the mansion. While the skeleton is suspicious, neither the Hunter's Watch nor my eval can detect any metaflux from it. And metaflux is just like the energy that wanderers give off so that you can kind of tell if a wanderer is going to appear, or if there's the potential for wanderers to appear in that area. Maybe it is just a quirky decoration. I climb up the stairs. Above me is the collection room on the 3rd floor. Through the door, I can hear 2 people talking.
I've invited you to my home several times before. You only visit when I'm not feeling well. Dr. Zane, I wonder if you see me as a patient or just a subject for observation.
According to the OXO remote monitor, your vital sign data has improved. The equipment also determined your age to be far younger than what it actually is.
Okay. This is such a huge thing that I did not even think about. This is such crazy foreshadowing. So he's gonna bring up Xander Sciences here in a little bit. So Raymond actually, he either founded or just is the CEO or whatever of Xander Sciences. And Xander Sciences was studying immortality. They end up getting bought out or purchased or accumulated, I don't know, by a company called Ever. Ever is ethically and morally they're like on the dark side of gray. And they are also studying immortality, but they're using people that are dying or dead to try and bring them back. Like they're and also trying to like extend the lives of people that already exist, but that was more like Xander Science's thing. Ever is like, hey, we want to use your technology so that we can like do all like we want to push this even further. So they're studying immortality and like extending, like even just extending life for longer than it should be. And Zane has personal experience with this company. There's a story that we can read about it later. But in a nutshell, one of the only friends that he ever made in his life dies. So if you stay near a wanderer for too long, like if you stay in their proto field or if you are just like exposed to them for too long, you can start turning into one. And he and his friend fought this, and a bunch of other hunters like fought this insane battle, and Zane and his friend and like one other were the only survivors, and his friend ended up turning into a wanderer, and his body was salvaged by Ever. And they tried to, Ever really wants, so Zane is insanely intelligent and he has a lot of knowledge about various things, and they're like, hey, we really want you to come work for us. And Zane has turned it down every single time. And there's a point when they use his friend's body. Like, they're like, hey, we've got him. He's alive. We've got him in this chamber that we're using to try and help him. You know, we want to use our things for him, like our studies and skills for him to bring him back and then give him, like, essentially, like, another shot at life and potentially an immortal life. And Zane is like not having any of it. He's like, that's nuts. No, like you're doing too much. That's wrong. And he's pissed because that's his bestie that they are trying to use against him, or to like convince him to join their cause. And he gets pissed. And this happened before the game at all. So them trying, like Xander Science is trying to recruit Zane is such an affront to him personally. But then also we're gonna find out more about their intent to try and like make people live forever. It's pretty dark and messed up. And poor Zane is just like, you guys suck. All of you suck. So right here when he says the equipment determined your age to be far younger than what it actually is, Raymond, working with Xander Sciences, has been managing to extend his lifespan.
Aren't you curious about why I haven't died yet?
I'll admit I was for a time. However, it was nothing more than that.
I wanted him to just be like, no. The silence in the mansion almost amplifies every sound, making the conversation upstairs anything but pleasant. I'm hesitant about climbing up the rest of the stairs. I'll wait for them to finish talking. I haven't even taken 2 steps when a bone-chilling laugh resounds, followed by a feeble coughing fit. All right, settle down, Raymond.
Your colleague praised you, saying there are things only the two of you can do. I'm very curious now.
When Zane was in college, he started an experiment that was going to be like his thesis, basically, and he got super far on it, and this is why they want him so bad, is because he had started to discover things about, like, because he just wants to heal. That's all he wants, is he wants to help heal, but he found ways to push it into extending life unnaturally so. Not like, hey, we can help you live a healthier, natural life. And he was like, this is dangerous. We cannot do this. So he destroyed all of his research and failed that part of, like, he had to redo that entire project and do something else because he was like, I will not let my studies be used for something that could be, you know, used badly in the wrong hands. And Xander Sciences and Raymond and Ever, they all know that he can do it, which is why they want him so badly also.
Xander Sciences will provide you with the best staff, the best lab, and even the best treatment. Dr. Zane, What you perceive as the limit of your talent is just another beginning in your career.
When you reach the finish line, I'll be right there cheering for you.
Lost in thought, I lean on the windowsill by the staircase, gazing at the chirping birds outside. The sound of footsteps brings me back to reality. I turn around to see Zane going down the stairs. He doesn't look away. On the handrail, his hand has countless faint scars. Yeah, you can kind of see, but there's an outfit I can put him in that will show the scars on his arms. He doesn't really show them off very much. He's gotten them in a couple of different ways, but the ones she's seeing are from the battle that killed Zane's bestie.
Listening in?
Not really. It seems like someone's trying to headhunt you. You're good at not giving in to temptation.
Please don't put me on a pedestal. I'm just a normal doctor. I have no intention of straying from the path I've chosen.
Eavesdropping isn't exactly polite, especially when Zane's personal matters are involved. I steer the conversation in a different direction. A normal doctor who won the Starcatcher Award and is the youngest person to receive the Lind Award? I promise I'll never be late to your appointments in the future. He has all these awards, and he's just like, please stop, and he puts them in drawer. Oh, one of his awards that he got was from his work in the Arctic, but the one that, like, cost his friend's life and, like, the lives of tons of other people. So he keeps that one just stashed in the back of a drawer. He doesn't want to look at it. I make a gesture to show I'm swearing on my honor as a joke. Zane reaches out to put my hand back at my side, but then an almost imperceptible ripple appears in the air, like someone plucked a cord. It's Metaflux. The resonance trail leads straight to the collection room. I run up the last few steps, and the Hunter's Watch confirms my suspicions. Metaflux is gathering at an alarming speed behind the heavy door. The current situation forces me to kick down the door. Raymond is sprawled out on the carpet, unconscious. The lights flicker as I sense an invisible pressure weighing down on me. The Wanderer is on the move. Zane, get him out of here. I'll handle this.
How long will you be able to last?
Whoosh! An icicle flies towards the Wanderer that appeared. In the blink of an eye, Zane is standing next to me.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Okay. Let's go, Zane. Let's go. So Zane's my partner this time.
It could appear at any moment. Be careful.
Don't let your guard down either.
What? Why? Okay. I just had to figure out what the heck is going on. Okay, there we go.
Here comes another attack.
It's a tough one.
Let me see if I can get... Oh, I can't resonate with Zane right now.
It's not over yet.
I won't let my guard down.
Impressive. As expected of a hunter.
I'm flattered.
Oh, they probably won't let me resonate with him because we're not, like, partners yet. We're just battling in the same place at the same time.
Our culprit finally revealed itself.
There it is.
There we go. So the resonating is where I get to amplify the power of the person that I'm
I'll
with.
wrap it up from here. Thanks, Dr. Zane.
Thanks, Dr. Zane. So you have your basic attack, your charged attack, and then you have like another charged attack, which is really interesting because like if you press and hold the attack button, you get a charged attack, but then there's another charged attack you can do. And then you have your resonant ability, or your resonance ability, which you get to amplify the attack of the person that you're with. And then there's like your ult, which wasn't in that battle. That gets brought in later, but you have an ultimate attack with your partner.
Male, 39 years old. He collapsed from shock because a wanderer appeared 5 minutes ago. No external injuries. His heart rate is normal, and his pupils react normally to light.
He's only 39? The way he was talking, I thought he was like 80.
The address is...
After contacting a rescue helicopter, Zane helps the butler move Raymond to another room. The Hunter's Watch scans every corner of the collection room, sending data back to HQ. Intelligentsia type, estimated threat level to be at least B, had yet to form a protocore. There are no casualties or any metaflux, over and out. A notification appears telling me the mission is now considered complete, but I can't shake off this lingering feeling of unease. While the Wanderer has been dealt with, something is still off about this room. Huh? That's... A stunning oil painting hangs on the wall opposite of the sofa. It depicts a brilliantly blue sea with cascading white waves. Each brush stroke feels alive, as if countless fairies are jumping out of the water. Lots of metaphors in this. As at the edge of the sea, the water is gradually stained crimson, like something is being torn apart, swallowed, and coalescing into a blood clot. What a peculiar painting. I try to scan it, but there's nothing. I place my hand on the frame and try to resonate with it. The gloomy weather, the sound of the ocean, a salty humidity slowly creeps into my hair. This is... I come back to my senses and realize I'm standing in the ocean. I turn around and spot a girl by the shore, the lower half of her body submerged in the water. Strange, it's almost like she's crying and laughing at the same time. The swirling fog carries a faint, ethereal melody on the sea breeze. It sounds like a song, yet also a lament. I can't help but move toward her, but the fog becomes increasingly dense, and everything begins to blur. A chilling cold gradually surrounds me.
Snap out of it.
I blink a few times. I'm back in Raymond's collection room. So we're going to find out actually pretty soon what's up with that painting. There's a lot more. Obviously, there's more to it.
Did something catch your eye? You were in a daze.
Zane frowns, holding a cup that's been completely frozen. Speechless, I touch my neck. Seriously? You've been smacking it against my neck?
The teacup didn't work, so I had no choice but to increase the dosage. What happened?
He's like, I'm gonna press this ice cup against you. I shake my head and look at the painting again. A metaflux-infused painting causing hallucinations. Could this be why Raymond was acting strange? Was it also that Wanderer's hiding place? The rescue helicopter arrives and takes in the unconscious Raymond. Zane insists on accompanying him to the hospital.
Take care. Try not to forget the time of your next checkup.
Okay. I know. Don't forget about your car. Make sure it gets repaired.
Thank you.
Watching the helicopter disappear into the clouds, I let out a sigh of relief. I turn on my comms again and look at the mansion. Mission HMU 00483015. Coordinates are my current location. There's an oil painting that needs special treatment. The oil painting is taken back to HQ. I sit down in a chair at data analysis as Tara skillfully pulls up information from various databases.
There wasn't a lot of metaflux to extract. It'll be a while before the analysis gives us any useful info.
Sorry, I was petting Phoenix. Can we figure out where the painting came from?
Already ahead of you. sold from an art gallery called Flux Arts. It's owned by Thomas. He's a professional art broker. The painting's artist is Raphael.
Raphael?
He's pretty famous, always on the news. Probably why you've heard of him before.
Beep. The transmission is complete. Terra's synchronized data appears on my hunter's watch. Raphael, 24 years old, an artist who's returned to the country at the start of the year. He's a once-in-a-century genius. Records show Raphael came back from a trip not too long ago. He's an odd one. No one knows his background or his hometown. He rarely interacts with other artists.
Industry insiders say Raphael locks himself in his studio for half the year, then spends the rest of his time traveling the world for inspiration. As for his paintings, just last month, his art broke the record for highest selling price at Lizio auctions. An artist of this caliber, meeting him in person might be challenging.
Challenge accepted. I skimmed through the long list of awards before stopping to look at a photo of him. A sense of déjà vu washes over me. He's that rambling weirdo with the fish? Rambling weirdo. The photo is a good shot. Through the glass and in the middle of a crowd, it captures the moment he turns to look at the camera. He seems to be smiling, yet there's a subtle aloofness. He's quite different from the person I met at that time. Might be challenging, still means there's a chance. Where's the gallery located? The next morning, the Hunters Association arranges a meeting with Thomas. I don't think that he is, but I swear Thomas sounds like he's voiced by Josija, Claude's voice actor. It's only sometimes, and I don't think he is because apparently he and the company that made this game broke up a long time ago. But it just sounds like him to me. He's not only the owner of Flux Arts, but also Raphael's agent. Aside from running the gallery, he handles all external affairs for the artist. Since Raphael refuses visitors, Thomas is the only ticket to meeting the man himself. A white building stands tall in the city's central district. Flux Arts is on the highest floor.
I'm sorry. Thomas is dealing with an emergency right now. If you're not in a hurry, he said you could walk around the exhibition as you wait.
Thank you very much. When he shows up. I want you to hear it and see if I'm crazy. After giving me a guidebook, the staff member quickly leaves. In the exhibition, the snow-white walls are bare. The overhead light casts a soft light on them. The more I walk around, the more empty and lonely this place is. There doesn't seem to be any fluctuations. A spotlight illuminates a large oil painting taking up half a wall. As I get closer to it, I can see each delicately painted brushstroke, the different colored layers representing the sea. This painting
The day
is...
of ebbing.
A voice from who knows where echoes throughout the large exhibition. It sounds familiar. I look around, but the hall is empty.
Every year, there's a day when the tides go against the ocean currents. And using the night's countercurrent, creatures from the deep sea are washed ashore.
Oh my god. Every year there's a day when the tides go against the ocean currents. That's also the day that the Lumerians are at their weakest. I actually just learned that from a side thing the other night.
Once the tides recede at dawn, they return home. As a result, everything they met that night turns into distant memories of the surface world. Some deep-sea creatures are obsessed with the world outside the ocean, desiring its warmth. They stubbornly wait for the sunrise before returning, all just for a sun they've never, ever seen before.
Who are you? The person stops talking. Seconds turn into minutes before he responds in a languid tone.
Hey, I'm Raphael. This is my art exhibition.
The exhibition hall is silent. The hologram projector casts a soft glow as if to reflect faint particles in the air. Are you a voice assistant or I'm going to say a voice assistant. Are you a voice assistant? You always answer my questions.
Really? Voice assistant? You know, your naming skills are kind of worrying. Just saying. I'm the embodiment of his inspiration and thoughts, more or less.
His voice is cold, yet laced with a hint of nonchalance. Ah, it's an AI. Will you answer any questions I ask about the paintings?
Yeah, sure. If I know the answer, that is.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you could show me around. After turning a few corners, I find myself in a separate exhibition room, but there isn't anything on the wall. According to the guidebook, the painting that's supposed to be here is the one Raymond purchased.
The painting can't be properly displayed at the moment, so we're just gonna use some fancy hologram tech.
A beam of light shines from above onto the wall, colors chaotically mixed together on this makeshift canvas. Waves with white seafoam appear, the azure ocean rippling out and revealing a gradient of colors from the water's surface to its depths. It feels similar to the painting I saw in Raymond's mansion, but not quite. So what's the story behind this painting?
A dream.
His voice is suddenly softer, carrying an indescribable sadness.
When I was a kid, I had dreamed I turned into a fish. I swam and swam and swam from the deep sea, seeking a place beyond the water's surface, only to end up in blood-red seawater.
The light shifts with his voice, casting a shimmering gleam. It's like looking at the glittering waves. The room seems to ebb and flow like the sea. A pinkish hue gradually shifts into a dark crimson. Why did the sea turn red? He doesn't answer my question. Maybe he didn't detect any important keywords, so he just kept talking.
It was the first time I ever saw such a color. Who knows how many years I've spent trying to recreate it. But I never really could get that same shade of red. It was always a slightly different hue, you know?
For some reason, I can almost hear the faint melody from Raymond's mansion again.
Sorry, miss.
This guy. I think this guy sounds like Josija. But only sometimes. The lights in the exhibition hall return to normal and the hologram vanishes. As if waking from a dream, I turn around to see a man standing behind me. He must have approached me when I wasn't looking.
I'm Raphael's art gallery manager, Thomas.
Thomas leans back in his uniquely designed chair, crossing his legs. His leather dress shoes shine. He motions for me to sit down across from him. I fill him in on what transpired at Raymond's mansion. I even mention the Wanderer possibly being connected to the painting. Thomas's face turns pale, but he quickly regains his composure.
So you're suggesting Raphael might have messed with his own painting?
It doesn't matter if he's responsible or not. Since the Wanderer could have been in the art, his studio, Raphael himself, and even your gallery might be in danger. Please tell me everything you know. Thomas rubs his expensive cufflinks, hesitating. It takes a while before he finally speaks.
Mr. Raymond, a renowned art collector famous for his discerning taste, graced Flux Arts with his presence last month. Despite the gallery being filled with better paintings, he was utterly smitten with that one. He needed to buy it.
Okay, maybe I'm not hearing it myself anymore.
Had to nag Raphael before he finally agreed to sell it. During the process of arranging, displaying, and selling the painting, more than a dozen people have been in contact with it. No one mentioned anything about a wanderer.
But what if someone starts to hallucinate because of his art? Thomas pauses for a moment, then bursts into a fit of laughter.
What a nice compliment. Making people literally go crazy over artwork isn't something many artists can pull off these days.
Stop laughing at me. Are you saying he's trying to cause drama to increase the value of his work? Thomas clears his throat and rubs his nose.
I wish. If Raphael cared about that stuff, my job would be a piece of cake. Wait until you meet him. You'll see what I mean. He did mention something a while back, said he often heard strange noises in the studio late at night. I thought he was trying to trick me. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, he's sick. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, a wanderer showed up. Could you do me a favor and check if there's actually a wanderer at his studio? I would love to see the tomfoolery he plans to do next.
A thread of light quivers in the air. The sudden metaflux fluctuation draws my attention to a display case by the wall. What are those over there? He looks over his shoulder.
Oh, coral stones. Raphael uses them for his paint. Are you interested in them?
Walking up to the display case, I see the stones are a vibrant red, almost like blood. I pick one up. This is the source. Can I take it with me when I see Raphael?
Sure.
Thomas walks over to the French window. Outside is beautiful scenery as far as the eye can see. I look at where he's pointing. In the distance is a gorgeous ivory structure extending toward the sea.
Visit the giant white building over there on White Sand Bay. That's where he lives. His memory is non-existent, so the door's open. You can just walk right in.
His memories.
Could you tell him to hurry up on that painting he's working on? I already sold it to someone.
Okay.
He's here, right?
Mo Art Studio. Mo. We really can just walk right in.
I sense energy traces behind this door.
Sup, dude?
Who is it? The studio's closed. Wait, aren't you the hunter from before? You... Move!
Ah! Punch him in the face.
Ow, that really hurts. I didn't think you'd be that quick. I'm not sure if I should call you heartless or decisive.
If you miss that prompt, he falls on top of you. And I don't miss button prompts. Not if I can help it. So I just let him fall onto his face.
I really can't tell if it's destiny or bad karma for us to meet again after 2 days. Anyway, you're not here to check on the fish, are you?
You know that I'm a hunter, right? I'm here to deal with the Wanderer problem.
Oh? I had no idea there was something dangerous at the studio. Ah, wait. Now I remember. I did hear some weird noises while I was painting earlier. It was very annoying. Thomas sent you, huh?
A Wanderer chewing on his canvas? Could be connected. So where are they?
I'm not an animal that can use my ears to locate some prey. It's probably downstairs, upstairs, or somewhere else.
Helpful.
In any case, wanderers are everywhere. Literally. I even heard there's one that's sort of like a lemon. Am I wrong?
No. That's one of the...
One time I dreamt about slimy rainbow-colored wanderers.
He
They
likes
can't
to
be
talk a lot.
mutating, right?
Unlike the Raphael in those magazine interviews. Is this what you use to make your paints?
Thomas let you have it?
Other than rocks, do you use anything else that's weird?
Well, nothing is weird if you can get color from it. Fine. Do mummy bandages count? Different refinement processes don't necessarily produce the same tint of brown,
That's
though.
not what I meant. What else is there?
She's so done with him.
You've asked me so many questions. Yet you're not here to solve my issues, are you?
What are you?
I've only used this batch of coral stone pigment for one painting.
I love that she's just done with him. She's like, God, he talks so much.
So you knew about Raymond. His erratic behavior is related to you.
What sort of twisted logic is this? And why are you only thinking about everyone else? I'm a victim too. Also, that coral stone is mine. Give it to me, now.
You're not going to tell me the truth, are you?
He has such brat
If your
energy.
art causes any more problems, it won't be just me next time.
Really? A hunter can only be patient for 3 minutes? I wasn't done talking. Let me check first. I also would like to know if the problem here is the coral stone.
So his evol is fire. Feast.
Illusions.
Well, that explains why I started hearing things right after getting a paper cut.
Fluctuations. Do you have a lot of valuables here?
Depends on who you ask.
Answer me.
Not really.
Then you should hide. Now. Leave the Wanderer to me.
Excuse me? This is my house. You should be the one hiding. Don't damage my treasures.
He just has such brat energy. Alright. And Raphael's gonna be our partner. Oh, and I'm using a sword this time. You kind of use whatever matches your partner in battle when you're doing the story battles. If this was like one of the side things, I could choose whatever I wanted, including my outfit. I have some combat outfits. Bing, bing.
I don't see any wanderers. Is it up ahead, maybe?
Ah, Charybdis Rex. Yes, that shows the...
Snow crabs? In this economy?
Don't underestimate it. It has a protocore shield.
It's trying really hard to act tough, huh?
Look out! It's about to throw a fit.
I don't use the sword very often.
Forever, and I'm barely doing any damage to it.
I use the sword.
Should we team up?
In one particular instance. This is your current number of charges. Yep.
We destroyed one layer. Good job. Shouldn't we use another resonance
Wow,
skill?
a compliment from Raphael.
Our teamwork is definitely getting better, don't you think?
I guess.
I guess. Yes.
We completely destroyed its protocore shield. Attack!
It's definitely easier to deal with now.
Tap here to unleash Ardent Oath. So this is our ult. You also get different different ults depending on who you're with.
Fighting in a team can be pretty fun.
Leave it to the professionals.
But then also depending on which version of them you're fighting with. Hi, Phoenix. Phoenix is so cozy. It's snowing outside and he's in his little bed right by the heater, right by the window. Snoozy baby. No worries. I'm just rambling. Talking about what's going on and stuff.
Metaflux is stronger. Is it because of Raphael's blood?
I assume if you guys have to like leave, you'll just say so. Until then, I'm just gonna keep playing and rambling. Thankfully, the chapters are really short, so if we have to call it at some point, it's really easy to reach an end point.
Looks like they're all A-okay. The Wanderer was nice enough not to harm them.
I see this coral stone is imbued with some metaflux. Where did you get it?
You can't just buy coral stones from the market. I might have bartered with the Sardinian locals, or maybe...
Your memory cannot be that bad.
Want to check my collection log?
Kinda.
You have a log?
There are millions of colors. Some people even create samples of their own paint.
Gimme.
If there's actually a problem with the source, how are you guys gonna deal with it?
Investigate. Might have to close off the area.
Gimme.
I won't just give it to you for free, unless we get an alternative. Coral stones can be found near Lincoln City. I was planning to have a look-see. It's a shame I got injured today. I can't even lift a paintbrush. I'll be in trouble if I encounter any danger.
All right. What do you want?
I saw how you fought, quick and precise. That final strike was unlike anything I've seen before. If you could be my bodyguard.
What?
Protect me on our journey together. If we find an alternative, I'll happily give you what's in my hand right now. Don't worry, I can wait. Consider this a private commission from yours truly. The door's over there.
This mission is too important, so I have no choice but to play along for now. All right, I'll do it. But don't push your luck.
Great, I'll let you know the time and place. My safety is in your hands.
So no pressure. Hot pursuit. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I look out the train's window. The scenery rapidly fades into the distance. Lincoln City is the main city where we are. So when he's like, you can find them near Lincoln City, that's just where we live. Oh, Phoenix is showing me his belly. It's gonna be a second before I continue. He just rolled over so big. Aw. Dude, you're so handsome and soft. Okay.
Due to the frequent appearances of wanderers, property values surrounding Imperial Ring District 23 have plummeted. Experts are calling on hunters to address the issue. Skyhaven Aerospace Academy's opening day is just around the corner. Those interested in a campus tour can sign up on the official website.
Cool. Above the glass dome of the train, looming metallic skyscrapers gradually appear. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have to go talk to Leo. I will be right back. We just got a Dutch Bros thing, and they have best bros keychains. Oh, he's working. Okay, I'll tell him later. Oh my god, we have to go get him. That's gonna be so fun. The neon lights flicker in the rain, their kaleidoscopic colors reflected on the windows. The coral stone's metaflux is faint. It must not be easy to detect, huh?
Don't worry. I'll let you know the results as soon as we get them. But we did stumble upon something new at the abandoned research base. Interested?
What did they find? A box with illegally sold protocores?
No. A stele. It's got all these weird patterns and symbols. They found it in the area we've been keeping an eye on.
But wasn't the base specialized in researching protocores? How did this happen?
Who knows? Sadly, part of it blown up. Nero mentioned something about it.
As the train enters the tunnel, a whistle reverberates. Kara's voice becomes muffled. And alongside the sharp noise are ripples in the air. Something's not right. I look up, the glass dome reflecting weary faces illuminated by the screen's glow. It's evening rush hour, and the train is most likely filled with office workers and students.
What is that?
Amidst the panic, the train exits the tunnel. At that moment, accompanied by an alert from the Hunter's Watch, a shadow passes the dome.
Sounds pretty loud over there. Is something happening?
There's a wanderer outside the train. Sync up with my position, now.
Got it. Switching to the emergency comms channel. Stay on your toes.
We are approaching Universum Station. Please get ready to exit the train. Passengers should use the doors on the left.
The energy fluctuation monitor inside the station has already sounded the alarm. I quickly leave the train and grab the arm of a staff member who was pushed to me by the crowd. I'm a hunter from Unicorns. Evacuate everyone. Until the alarm is lifted, do not let anyone re-enter the station. The young man with silver hair stands in front of a vending machine. He moves his wrist near the green code scanner. Click. He slowly bends down. He's waiting for the energy drink to roll into the compartment, seemingly oblivious to the chaos around him.
You got a new mission. Go help out your new teammate.
Hey, young lady. You can't go there.
When he lifts his head, a figure enters his line of sight. They gracefully walk on the train's dome and leap over the platform, landing several meters away.
We didn't expect things to escalate so quickly. I've sent you the rendezvous coordinates. You'll also receive her personal info.
The hunter fastens the strap to the specialized hunter zipline and gives it a strong pull. Whoosh! He disappears, a dot in the sky.
No need to bother. We've met before.
You know her already? Regardless, her abilities are unique compared to the rest. You need to protect her.
Xavier looks up, staring at the dark clouds in the sky that have encroached over the city.
She doesn't need protection.
Yeah, Captain. Lightning illuminates the night. Thunder roars as heavy rain engulfs the neon-lit Lincoln. Pew pew. All right. So wanderers showing up in the city is a little bit rare, but not as rare. So these are challenge levels. They're not story related, so I'm not gonna do them. We're just gonna jump ahead here. Order number 85. So we're on chapter 3. This is when stuff is gonna really start getting nuts. I don't remember a lot about chapter 3 right off the bat. Chapter 4 is where I was shocked at how things started going. But here we go. Order number 85. Oh, I do remember this. Okay. At least part of it. Location, no hunt zone 7, status active. Order number 85. A sudden fluctuation occurred in some districts of Lincoln City. Please proceed to investigate the resolve the crisis. Objective, clear the source of fluctuation. So there's various areas around the city called no hunt zones, where it's too dangerous. There's too high metaflux levels. There's just too many wanderers. It's something where it's just too dangerous to be in, and so you don't usually get sent into no hunt zones. They're like especially dangerous. You only go in there if you absolutely have to, and you have to get permission to go into them. So we're getting ready to head into one of those. There is a majorly infamous one. It was the no hunt zone number 109. Now they just call it, that one is like, we're actually going to see a lot of that one later, but it was a technological hub of the city, of Lincoln City, and then when the Wanderers showed up, it turned into a no hunt zone because it was just way too dangerous to be there. And then somebody showed up who got it under control, basically, but now it's known as the N109 zone, which is extremely dangerous, but it has a civilization living within it, and it's kind of considered a lawless zone, like a lawless area where people live. Like, crime is abundant, you're kind of never safe, people are grifters, con artists, all kinds of stuff. That's also a place where you generally don't go unless you are given permission to. And we're going to see a lot more of that one later. Like, that one's actually really important. But right now, like, the N109 zone is also eternally nighttime. Like, just some shit has happened in that area. or eternally dark. It's not necessarily nighttime, but it's eternally dark. No, I don't want to leave. Okay, so anyway, we're heading into a no-hunt zone number 7. According to the risk level of this mission, special privileges will be activated for you. Ah, wait. Okay, companion signal failed.
Not looking good in no-hunt zone number 7. The Alpha team needs to work in pairs.
I guess all of that was just saying they can't find my partner, which is Xavier.
Investigate and send back information. Prioritize your safety and don't get into unnecessary fights.
The Wanderers appearing outside the train isn't a random occurrence. Even if I defeated them, several other locations in Lincoln City still experienced energy fluctuations. While the mission is simple, the fact that it's in no hunt zone number 7 makes it unique.
Partner rendezvous complete. We're entering zone 1.
Enter zone 3. We'll report back when needed.
How's zone 4?
I've reached the entrance of zone 4. I look around. I only hear the sound of rustling trees swaying in the night breeze. My partner isn't here yet. Xavier, where are you?
It's been a couple of hours, and there are still no signs of them. The signal is getting worse, too. I can't keep waiting. I'll just head in first.
No hunt zones also have, because of like the metaflux levels and all the stuff that's happening in them, being in there for too long can expose you to like the stuff that can turn you into a wanderer, basically. So that's why she put on a mask, is partly to try and help with that. But we just can't be in here for too long, because we don't want to turn into a wanderer.
Wasn't I here before? Ugh. No matter where I go, my surroundings look exactly the same. Wanderers?
Oh, nope, go away.
If I fight it head on, I'll die. That's for sure. Someone... Is he comforting the Wanderer?
Nope. Blowing it to pieces. Don't do it. Don't do it. Xavier.
It's that guy from the other day. It's me! We've met before, I swear! Back at the research base. After we escaped, you asked me to... You asked me to keep our meeting a secret.
Thanks, Xavier.
It's only a sprained ankle. Thank you for your help. I didn't expect us to meet again so soon.
And I didn't expect you to be brave enough to come here alone.
I didn't have a choice. My partner went missing.
The energy fluctuations make it easy to get lost. You should leave now that you hurt your ankle.
What about you? Aren't you worried about getting lost? Oh, wait. That's right. You can just poof whenever you want.
This forest isn't scary because of the unpredictable metaflux surges. Many tenebrae came here seeking the high-grade protocores to sell on the market. But after obtaining them, the hunters were never seen again.
Why?
This forest is alive. It consumed them.
I'm not falling for it.
Scaring me won't work.
You have guts. I wish you the best of luck. Alright, we're not far from the edge of the forest. You'll be able to get to safety from here.
Wait, what about you? Why are you here?
Take care of yourself.
Maze. A creeping fog enshrouds moonlight. The forest is even darker, and the evening wind resembles a sob. I carefully move my ankle and lift my watch to find there's no signal. I look at the spot where Xavier had vanished. He's a mysterious person. Could he be my mission partner? I was told I would be working with the best hunter, but if it's really Xavier, did the system make a mistake? A wanderer's roar cuts through the air. I tightly hold my gun. Did he run into trouble? No, that's impossible. If anything, the wanderer should be the one who's worried. The leaves rustle. It's not the wind. Sup, dude? I glance behind me, a familiar figure emerging from the cover of night.
You're...
Why did you come back? Xavier's brow furrows as he scans his surroundings. He looks at the tree stump I'm sitting on. He realizes I haven't moved. He turns around, clearing his throat.
There are many wanderers here. I've already taken care of some of them. It should be safe for you to leave.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
He rushes off in another direction, vanishing into the forest. Before long, there's another wail from the wanderers. Within 10 minutes, a beam of light cleaves through the shrubs. Amidst the flurry of leaves and branches, Xavier and I lock eyes. Let me guess, you cleared out the wanderers on the other side?
Yes.
Another 10 minutes pass. I'm speechless as Xavier appears before me for a third time. His expression, initially wary and awkward, has relaxed.
I've been thinking. Leaving an injured teammate behind isn't a good idea.
What? So you finally see me as your partner, huh? You don't look guilty. Xavier rubs his face, his gaze shifting to the perilous forest.
It's too dark for you to see.
It's too dark for you to see.
Signal interference detected. Unable to retrieve information. Identity verification failed.
The hunter's watch glitches for the 5th time. The electronic light illuminating Xavier's expressionless face fades as I lower my arm.
Is my uniform not enough?
Looks like jammies. Anyone can wear a uniform. Given your suspicious behavior, I see no reason not to confirm. Tell me something only a unicorn's hunter would know.
During the Chrono Rift catastrophe, the first wanderer to be killed was Tezcatlipoca. It happened.
Anyone can look that up on the internet. Try again. He lets out a soft sigh. Raising his hand, specks of starlight gradually gather around us. The light moves along his fingers, transforming into golden threads in the dark. A pattern composed of several diamonds appears. Surrounded by radiant light, Xavier quietly stares at me, waiting for me to speak. It looks pretty. He closes his eyes.
I'm asking if it looks familiar to you at all.
I stare at the complicated pattern again. No? Should it be? The light flickers. Maybe Xavier was hoping to hear something else.
You'll see it soon.
Cool.
Keep an eye out for any ruins. This pattern can appear on the Flux Nexus. It's a device that captures metaflux. It's also the source of the fluctuations here. Our mission will be complete once we find it.
He sounds confident, but something is still off.
Has my identity been confirmed?
No. Realizing the problem at hand, I take a step back. The objective said nothing about a pattern or flux nexus. You could have just made it up. And if this is some top secret info, how did you get it? You're getting even more suspicious by the second. Xavier seems stumped by all the questions. He waves his hand, golden light dissipating into the particles.
Forget it. Think of me as a normal hunter who happened to be passing by.
The pattern still lingers in my mind. I remember what Tara was telling me earlier. A stone stele with peculiar symbols. Wait, can you describe what the flux nexus looks like? Like its size or the material it's made from?
Will you believe me, though? You wouldn't be able to confirm if it's all made up. And I'll be even more suspicious.
Do it. He's using my own words against me. You've already said a lot. It wouldn't hurt to say a few more things.
It doesn't have a set size. It could be mistaken for a stone sculpture.
His description matches up. The one at the abandoned research base should be the same thing. If the flux nexus is the source of the fluctuations, then it could have caused an explosion. With looming trees blocking the moonlight, monsters roam the forest and howl. Their roars are accompanied by distant thunder. That was like just perfectly in my headset that I thought we had a storm starting outside, and I've never had a thunder snowstorm. I was like, whoa, it's still snowing. Xavier doesn't seem to have noticed me being momentarily distracted. He slightly turns in the direction of the sound.
It doesn't matter. Let's get out of here first. How's your ankle?
Sprained. The energy fluctuations aren't intense, but they're getting unpredictable. No wonder we keep getting lost. I use my evol to scan my surroundings while also looking for a way out. Xavier, why are we always trapped together whenever we meet?
Curious, is it not? Why do you always happen to be around when I'm in trouble?
Answering my question with another? That's not very nice. I sneak a glance at him just as he turns his head toward me. I act nonchalant and look away. Sensing something's off, his expression turns serious, and I become quiet. In the dim light, a few steps away from the slope, are several wanderers on the move. Their bodies shimmer with an eerie electrical glow. They're around B rank and won't be that strong. They work in groups, manipulating the space around them to trap their prey. They're like spiders, waiting until their victims tire themselves out. Then they feast.
Correct.
Thank you. Xavier takes a couple of steps, positioning himself in front of me. They're causing the spatial distortions. Explains why we've been walking in circles. Xavier, we should split up. I'll go...
We've been spotted.
In the blink of an eye, he vanishes. A few streaks of light slice through the murky night. Before I know it, all that remains at the bottom of the slope is Xavier's shadow holding his sword. The wanderers dissipate into dust, scattering to the wind. He sheaths his sword, turns around, and raises his head.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, it's nothing, just talking to myself. Once I catch up to him, I check the area around us. The fluctuations have stopped.
This way.
Xavier walks ahead, silently. Puzzled, I follow after him until we stand in front of a boulder. Suddenly, a new path emerges behind it.
It seems harmless, but it's scary during combat.
Scary?
It's a compliment. Xavier, you told me to keep your presence there a secret. You also said you'd explain everything the next time we meet. Shouldn't you be saying something right now?
It's a long story.
Liar. Well, since we're on the same team, we have time to figure it out in the future. Oh, wait. You're a normal hunter who just happened to be passing by.
Do you need to keep your guard up?
You haven't exactly been honest. But now that I think about it, we've faced a few challenges together.
I feel like he's been nothing but honest.
Regardless of the secrets you're hiding, we can work together.
Just not
for now.
telling us everything. It's like lying by omission.
Something's wrong with the fluctuation ahead. Get ready.
Okay. This place used to be a signal station.
Also, there's a feature where you can just press the camera button and it takes a photo.
Wanderer.
It hasn't finished.
The metaflux is converging on the Wanderer. It's absorbing it.
It's an Aeon worm. The most dangerous species of Wanderer.
Whoa, it's so cool looking.
The absorbed metaflux particles are being used to reconstruct it.
Is this the flux nexus you mentioned before? A stone sculpture.
Only a specific evol will be able to undo the lock on it.
I bet I have it.
Try it.
Can this even be opened with my evol?
Sense its energy and use your evol to create the same fluctuations.
Yes. We're so talented. Oop.
Something's inside. It's different than other protocors.
They're gone. We were just in time. However, the energy fluctuations prove that someone wants to resurrect the Aeon Worm. If a wanderer like that entered Blinkon, the consequences would be unimaginable.
Then there may be more than one flux nexus in this
forest.
I heard something.
I wonder why it cut off like that.
The protofield has changed. The forest is waking up. Now.
Dragon. Or yeah, dragon. Nice music. I really like the music from this game. Battle. Oh wow. I have only gotten 2 stars on this battle. Oh, I have to use a claymore, that's probably why. I'm not very good with the claymore. Bling, 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 bling.
I'm sleepy. Let's get this over with.
Foul wings.
This one might be a handful.
Be careful. You won't escape.
It's time.
Here we go. Bring it on. I was just careless.
I'm not afraid. Step back. It's time.
Here we
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Maybe I can do it this time. Maybe it'll be easier on computer.
My turn.
Keep up the momentum.
Come on.
Watch out. It's
Come
getting
on,
back up.
me. Can I do it?
Step back now. Be careful not to get hit. Watch yourself.
Yeah, sometimes
I'll
when you
show
get
you.
in danger, or like you're about to be hit, every so often they'll actually block it
Are
for
you
you.
okay? It's time.
Here we go.
Which is neat.
Watch out.
And they're actually like good. They actually do damage.
Light, shine down upon me.
Let's move.
I won't lose to you.
It's nice
Can you
to
keep
have
I
some
didn't even sweat.
AIs that do their job. All right, come on. Can we do it within 90 seconds?
My turn.
No, get back down here.
I'll show you.
Step back.
No, I didn't do it in 90 seconds. I don't like the Claymore.
I wasn't worried.
That's fine.
We did it.
That's fine. It's fine. I don't care. It's whatever.
We can't go on like this. Lord just keeps showing up.
Hold on. We're safe now.
Thank you. The Wanderers were headed straight for us. It must be because of this protocore.
Let me check it.
Okay, but don't crush it this time, okay? It's pretty and it's neat.
Why is it?
It's been modified. Clearly the work of Anakinus.
We're going to learn a lot more about Anakinus later. They live in the N109 zone. They are a criminal organization led by Silas. And they modify protocores to try and make them more powerful and to make them emulate an ether core, which is just a more powerful protocore. But the ether cores are what I was mentioning earlier, are what we have shards of an ether core lodged in our heart.
Anakinus?
An organization stationed in the N109
Oh,
zone.
he'll tell you.
Modifying protocores is their most infamous achievement. Let the Hunters Association handle it. They know what to do.
Aren't you coming back with me?
The moon is out now. It's much brighter than before. So this time, you won't get lost.
All right, bye, I guess. Oh my god, I did not realize. So this is Mephisto. Mephisto is an electronic, like, it's a mechanical crow that actually, like, goes out and, like, relays information back to Silas. I did not realize that we see Mephisto this early. Holy shit. Okay. So obviously Silas was planned in advance. He was released like 6 months after the game came out.
Oh my god! Monster!
Holy shit, this is loud. I'm so sorry. rusty red rain falls from the sky and seeps into every nook and cranny of the city. I step over puddles, running away. Jesus. I sense a powerful force. It's about to burst from my heart. Then the moon appears. Magnificent, it descends before me. It flickers. It seems to be blinking at me. That was so loud. That was back when we were like 7. The green light flickers like a blinking eye. Immediately, people cross the street, filling it like a flowing river. The same nightmare. I snap out of it and quickly fall in line with the rest of the crowd. Speaking of which, I wonder if there are any updates about the eye I saw outside the window. I need to ask Nero next time I see him. After leaving No Hunt Zone number 7 last night, I sent the protocore to data analysis. I only got a few hours of sleep at home before being woken up by an early morning call from the squad. The Flux Nexus, modified protocores, and Onychines. Xavier clearly knows a lot more than he's letting on. I shouldn't have let him slip away last night. Arriving at the lobby of the Unicorns building, I see a few hunters have been dispatched on some urgent missions. On their motorcycles, they zoom by on the Maveri Bridge overhead and vanish. I just saw the 310HM. It's so fast. When will I get to ride one?
Excuse me, sir. Can we have a short interview with you?
Sorry, I'm not interested.
I hear a familiar voice nearby. I look in the direction of where it came from. It's Xavier? He's wearing his hunter uniform. A journalist, microphone in hand, had stopped him by the road.
Why did you become a hunter? Is it a dream of yours?
No, I don't really have dreams.
Are you doing it for your family? It must be tough at your age.
No. Also, I'm the only person in my family.
That's rough. Cut this out. Let's do another take. Recently, there have been complaints of hunters destroying public facilities under the pretense of eliminating wanderers.
I'm sorry, my mission partner is waiting for me. I need to get to work.
Yeah, stop prying. Even with people around us, Xavier's gaze still finds its way to me. Before I can react, he's already walking toward me. He leans down, his face very close to mine. Hey.
Help me.
That's so cute. Help. Coming to my senses, I glance at him, then at the relentless journalists and photographers hot on his heels. Beg me.
Please.
Just help the dude. It's sunny, the wind's nice, and the streets are busy. Wanderers aren't lurking around the corner. Honestly, it's weird seeing you like this. I almost can't believe it. What's next? A terrorist attack? Is this building gonna blow up? Or is there a new wanderer getting ready to attack?
You have already formed quite the impression of me.
If you join the briefing, I might change my preconceived notions about you.
Looks like everyone's here. Come on over.
Captain Jenna's voice resounds from the command center. I look around. 1, 2, 3... Is it really just us for the post-mission briefing? Yeah, there were a lot of people on that mission. Ooh, chapter 4 is close. I'm so excited. Xavier and I walk over to Jenna, who's leaning on the desk. Aside from the faint shadow under her eyes, there's hardly any sign of fatigue for her, who just pulled an all-nighter.
We've been observing the fluctuations from last night. We also have the results from the protocore data you sent back.
The lights dim and the command center projects a hologram of a protocore. Like a planet, the protocore rotates slowly, enveloped by blue and red protocurves.
This is the protocore you sent this morning. I'm sure you've noticed it's been modified.
Is it the work of Onychines? Jenna glances at Xavier, then looks back at me.
Getting along, I see. The blue line is the protocore's original protocurve. The red one shows it's been modified. We initially wanted to analyze the protocurve to determine the protocore's origin, but after searching the system database 3 times, none of the data matched up.
How? Even if we can't find a perfect fit, we should at least determine its type, right? It's apparent Jenna thought of this before. She shakes her head.
Believe it or not, we've never seen anything like it.
The proto-curve keeps changing. The red line is constantly flickering. It's a little unsettling.
It's possible there's a protocore even the Association isn't aware of. It also might serve another purpose.
A protocore with a different purpose. I glance at Xavier. He's sitting in a swivel chair, hugging an auto pillow and spacing out. He's not joining our conversation anytime soon.
It's a gift from Anakinus. Obviously, they know more about this protocore than we do.
The hologram on the command center fades, and the lights return to normal.
We need to obtain more samples to get more information about this unknown protocore.
In order to do that, we'll have to use our evil?
The silent Xavier finally speaks. His face is expressionless as he rests his chin on the auto pillow. Jenna isn't surprised. She just nods.
You know what her evol can do. It'd be good if she's willing to help us.
I'm right here. Once again, Jenna turns toward me.
Since Anakinus is involved, it'll be dangerous. Risks are par for the course. If you help, we'll provide you full support and protection. You'll have a partner to assist you as well.
As I try to digest all the information, I realize something. Can I ask a few questions, Captain?
Speak.
Why does Anakinus modify protocores?
The benefits a protocore provides are certainly tempting for groups like Anakinus. But the exact goal Anakinus wants to achieve by modifying protocores is still unknown. We speculate it's not about money, given Silas's track record.
Silas? Oh, that's what she said. Silas? Oops.
He's the leader of Anakinus.
Has the Hunters Association discovered modified protocores before?
Yes, but the methods used to modify them were crude. The potential damage they could have caused was minor at best. This time it's different. The energy shown in that abnormal protocurve is beyond our current understanding of protocores. Finding unknown protocores isn't something that can be done overnight. Today was just a small glimpse of what the overall mission would look like. Think about it. You worked hard last night. Take the next 2 days off.
Hell yeah. Could you imagine if jobs were actually like that? Jobs are like, hey, you worked really hard. Take the next 2 days off. Couldn't be the US. The empty desk next to mine is yours. I thought it didn't belong to anyone. After Jenna leaves, it's just me and Xavier in the room. He's sitting in his chair, tears some packaging, and hands me half a loaf of bread as I lean on the table. I have to take this cute picture of Phoenix. His little nose is so pink and perfect. I love your face, my little dude. Oh my god. Sorry. So cute. The senior employees say the best scouts don't stay in the office. Why are you still here?
You need to decide.
Decide what? Me?
Whether or not you'll help the Hunters Association find those protocores.
I nibble the bread. It's dry and bland. I don't understand how he's able to eat it. Before that, I want to ask about the thing you called a flux nexus. You and Captain Jenna didn't say anything about it. The association isn't even sure it exists. How do you know about it?
I don't know a lot about it. I just know its name. If you want, you can call it a protocore nexus, Fluxstone, or Terra Stellae if you like.
You're really good at dancing around the problem. Despite my burning curiosity, I've already been hit with tons of new information. I really need some time to digest it. Alright, if I do help out, I want to ask about my partner. You've been in unicorns longer than me. You probably know more people. Any recommendations? Xavier pauses as he's taking another bite, seemingly surprised I'm interested in his opinion.
My advice is that you don't join at all.
Hey. I expected as much. Actually, I do have something in mind. I choose you. Definitely not you. I'll ask Advanced Tech Labs. I choose you. We've already teamed up before. Why don't we make it official?
Really?
You don't have to do anything. I just think your teleport ability is pretty nice. If I run into some trouble and can't deal with it, I'll have you whisk me away.
So I'm just a tool.
Oh. The most useful one around.
Regardless of what you think, Unicorns has a lot of ways to get things done.
Oh my god, you're so cute, Phoenix. He just had his little Pete up to his mouth. Xavier shoves the last piece of bread into his mouth and stands up.
Your eval might not be their only option. Don't stress about it.
I'm not feeling stressed. I also don't get why you're telling me to refuse. I have my own reasons if I do help out.
You might enter a world that's beyond your wildest imagination.
Has anyone said you suck at persuasion? Funnily enough, you just got me more interested. Moments later, Xavier sighs as if he's made a compromise.
I should have known I couldn't scare you away.
Are you actually trying to make me back out, Xavier? Is that why you're actually here? He avoids my gaze.
Maybe I'm here to...
I'm opening my water. It's fizzy water. Peaches and cream. It's so good.
Convince you to live with no regrets. Anything involving Unakiness is complicated. Who knows if the Hunters Association will refuse to tell you about the dangers that lie ahead. I was worried you wouldn't give it much thought and agree right away. And choose someone else to be your partner.
Aw, buddy. You think you know me? You're the one who doesn't think things through. He knew a version of her.
I see.
Oddly enough, Xavier doesn't argue. Instead, he gives me a surprisingly gentle smile and nods.
If you do get involved in the end, then could you choose me as your partner?
Aww, he's adorable. Hi, Phoenix. Alrighty, so we're gonna not do the challenges, because again, those aren't story related. They're just for funsies. Here is where it happens. Here is where things are really gonna start turning around. Yes, download the story. Chapters 4 and 5, I think, are some of my favorites. I only remember like the broad strokes of them, but they're really good. And then we can start reading the world underneath stuff, which is has really interesting stories in it. There's 2 in particular that I want to read, but and you do read them. I will be reading them aloud, like a story. All right, and come on. Downloading resources. Here we go. .502 Sunset. Whatever.
Grandma, I'm home.
Ah, sweetie. You haven't been visiting often since you became a hunter. Did you miss me?
This is our grandma.
Of course.
Well, not really, but...
Something smells good. Is it roast pork? Oh, I've learned how to cook a new dish. Would you like to try it?
What happened to the pipsqueak who wouldn't even pour me a glass of water?
Look at this guy.
What's changed you? I should have talked you into becoming a hunter sooner.
Caleb? I thought I wouldn't see you until tomorrow at least.
What's wrong with coming home early to spend some time with you and Gran? Wash your hands. Let's eat.
How's your health, Grandma? Still getting headaches?
Oh, it's normal for people at my age to get them. I'm already used to it. I'll be fine, as long as I take my medication.
But didn't the doctor say you should be hospitalized for observation? Are you sure the meds will be enough?
Grandma.
Oh, I just got out of the hospital. It's too crowded and noisy, and that won't help with my migraines.
Grandma, do what the doctor says.
Already a worrywart? You can rely on me to handle the family stuff. I've submitted an application form for a long-term care ward. It's safe, quiet, everything's been taken care of.
Wait, when did this happen? And why didn't you tell me?
Oh, Caleb, a decisive man as always. I didn't know about this either. If I need to stay in a hospital, you should visit me, all right? You can talk with Zane, have lunch with him too, perhaps.
Well, he's really busy, so...
Even the world's busiest guy has to eat. I haven't seen him in a long time. We should invite him over for dinner. Right?
Yeah, we were all, the three of us, Zane, Caleb, and the main character were childhood friends.
And we can kidnap him if he refuses.
Here's a message from... There have been many explosions recently throughout Lincoln City. The Hunters Association has concluded these incidents are connected to Wanderers. So far, 22 have been wounded, with no casualties. We advise all citizens to be careful when outside.
Explosions, huh? Hey, Pipsqueak, have there been a lot of active Wanderers lately?
So he'll always call us Pipsqueak because that's his nickname, but you can also set a custom nickname for yourself, and my general nickname, since her name is Jaina, is JJ, so sometimes it'll fill in with JJ, but he'll say Pipsqueak.
Kind of, but it's fine. Lincoln has us. The Deepspace hunters of today know what they're doing.
Well, even
She's so cute.
You shouldn't push yourself too hard, my dear.
JJ.
And be sure to be careful during your missions.
Okay.
I know, but I'll be fine, Grandma. My eval works well against Wanderers. Besides, missions are often done in pairs. If we get hurt, we have backup.
Even if that's true, your safety is always the #1 priority in whatever mission you take. Your eval is great, I'm not arguing that, but who's to say it'll protect you all the time?
God, I would be eating that...
There are Wanderers in the neighborhood? Weird.
I would be eating that pot sticker right now.
Grandma, Caleb, something's going on outside. I'm gonna take a look. Be back soon, promise.
Hey, wait up. I'm coming with you.
Caleb's so good.
Caleb, what kind of hunter lets their childhood friend tag along to work with them?
I'm not tagging along with you, Pipsqueak. Just heading to the store for some vinegar and whatnot.
All right, then. Well, we're just about to turn the corner. Go to the store and pick up your vinegar. Oh, and another thing. Better not walk out and start following me when my back is turned.
Yeah, secret mission, blah, blah, blah. Can't let unauthorized personnel in on the details.
You know how it goes.
Hurry up and go already. Also, I want some snacks. And fruit. Take all the time you need. I don't sense any fluctuations. I'll just walk around for a bit.
I continue my search along the block. My hunter's watch doesn't react to anything, but I sense fluctuations in the air. They're bouncing around. Is the fluctuation source moving? Across the street, a man wearing a cap pops out of an alley. He turns slightly to the hovering patrol drone with compound eyes and fiddles with his hat. He's hiding something. Like sparks igniting a fire, the man's suspicious actions put me on high alert. As he moves, the watch on my wrist vibrates, showing the metaflux in the area is increasing. He's the source? I cross the street and begin following the suspicious man from a safe distance. He seems to have noticed me. He's walking faster. It's definitely him. I have to stop him. I walk faster, ready to send my coordinates to HQ with my hunter's watch. My right arm feels an intense pain all of a sudden, like I've been stabbed with a blade. A weapon? No, it's evil.
I see you're actually smart. Too bad. I don't have time to play around.
The man's cold gaze scrutinizes me. He sounds way older than he looks. Oh, that's another one! He sounds way older than he looks. He must be another one that's, with Xander Sciences or ever. Well, okay. Oh, I'm putting shit together. He's with Ever for sure. Oh gosh. Okay, that's okay. This is really neat. I hesitate. The figure rushes into an alley. I run after him, but he's already gone. I can't sense even a single fluctuation. Was he carrying a protocore, or could he have been the source himself?
Why are you staring off into space? Mission's over.
The sound of footsteps stops next to me. I come to my senses. Caleb? Still concerned about what's happened earlier, I don't know if I should tell him. I should keep it a secret for now, otherwise Grandma and Caleb will worry. Let's go back home and eat dinner first. I've made my choice, but when our gazes meet, my reluctance turns into guilt.
Did you find any big bad wanderers?
The fluctuations disappeared. Probably a false alarm.
A false alarm?
Caleb, what are you...
If it really was, then what's this?
Oh yeah, we got hurt.
Oh, I was petting a cat,
Got scratched by another stray cat, huh? I think maybe I should go find that cat so I can avenge you.
Caleb, don't. Come on. Grandma's waiting for us back at home.
He knows we're lying. He knows we're lying. He's like, girly pop. I know you too well.
Caleb, I was telling the truth. It was just an accident. You and Grandma have enough to deal with.
I understand you want to hide it from Gran. We've caused her enough trouble since she brought us up together. Now that she's older, it wouldn't be a good idea to make her anxious. But why do you have to hide it from me? Can't you trust me now that we're all grown up?
I don't want you worrying about me. It's not often you get to come home these days, so ruining the mood is the last thing I want to do. Also, I'm a grown-up now. I need to be the one making sure I stay safe. You can't protect me forever.
Why is that a problem? If not me, who could you possibly turn to?
I've got people.
What's wrong?
But also...
You wouldn't understand even if I told you, Pipsqueak. Forget it. We've been outside for too long. Gran's gonna be worried.
You're doing it again. Go inside by yourself. I'm not your sidekick.
Fine. But hide the blood on your sleeve before heading inside. Since you're a grown-up now, I won't cover for you this time.
Caleb, Grandma, and our childhood home. Yep. They were so... Before, they were talking about how there have been various explosions around the city, and one just took out Grandma, Caleb, and our childhood home. So this is when you come back. This is, I mean, you're gonna see it soon, but we gave this necklace to Caleb. It has a little apple charm on it. God damn it, Grandma! Grandma didn't cause the explosion. Grandma's dead. God damn it, Grandma. Sunset at 502 Sunset Street, Bloomshore District. You're blaming her. 2 deaths. No evidence of human-triggered detonation detected. No remains of any detonation device found. The deceased were not known to have had disputes or financial conflicts with any others. According to the evidence gathered, this was an accident caused by metaflux fluctuation. This report may only be accessed by authorized personnel. Please follow all related security rules and keep the information private.
After an injection of protocore energy, the success rate of clinical treatments dramatically improves. In other news, in recent months, the number of wanderers in Lincoln has increased due to the fluctuations of metaflux. Metaflux-related explosions have currently left 35 people wounded with 2 casualties in Bloomshore District. We advise all citizens to be careful.
Aww.
What are you doing here? I thought you were out on a mission again.
Yeah, I'll clock out soon. I just finished reading these reports. I'll turn them in a second.
You're working so hard. Handling all these missions and investigating Metaflux incidents?
I refuse to believe what happened to me was just an accident.
I'm worried about you. How about we grab something to eat? My treat.
Tara's the best.
Captain, I'll send you the report soon.
Thank you. I just got one about a protocore analysis. Who sent it?
Oh, yes. Sorry about that. That was me.
You okay? I bet you haven't gotten enough sleep. Rest. And don't be too hard on yourself.
She said hard on.
I'm fine, Tara. Besides, I wouldn't dare fall asleep when...
Unknown number. Hello?
Hi there. Just calling to remind you.
Grayson!
Dr. Grayson?
You had a transapical metaflux ablation last month, right? Dr. Zane has your medical report, but you'll need to get an eval cardiac examination first.
Okay.
Hang on. Transapical ablation. A procedure that uses a catheter to treat cardiac arrhythmias. It can treat ventricular tachycardia and cardiac tumors. Okay, so we had something put in to help our heart. Grayson is adorable.
Zane. He'll be worried if I don't go.
Ugh.
Captain.
Take care of your health first. Then, you'll have the energy to do other things.
Yeah. God. So, you learn that we were hospitalized after the explosion. Obviously, we were right next to the explosion. We were hospitalized. And then just dove back right into work. We were like, nope, no time to rest and no time to think about what happened. Like, yeah. And she was like, I refuse to believe what happened was an accident. She's right. Spoiler alert, she's correct. It's not an accident. It was on purpose. Hi, Yvonne.
These are the results of your medical examination.
Oh, that's not Yvonne.
Everything is ready for you. You can visit your doctor now.
Thanks. Oh. Emergency contact, Josephine. Relationship, grandma. Not our real grandma. She adopted us. Oh.
Hello. My doctor is Dr. Zane. Is he available right now?
Follow me. Because of the recent Wanderer attacks, Dr. Zane has been working overtime.
I love watching in E's new video. She's like, this scene right here, a woman wrote this. This scene, Dr. Zane walks out, glances at us, and keeps walking. She's like, a woman wrote that.
Emergency operation in OR3. Call Grayson, stat.
On it.
Patient is elderly male. Prepare the pump for cardiopulmonary bypass.
Yes, of course.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's just very busy right now. Can you wait here for a bit if you're not in a hurry?
It's fine. The operation is more important. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll wait. Dr.
Leading
Zane.
expert in the study of protocore syndrome. Appointed chief surgeon. Zane must be working overtime right now because more wanderers are attacking people.
Oh, our shift's finally over. Do you want to get some hot pot?
Yes.
Can't.
I promised my granny we'd have dinner together later.
Hey, talk about your grandma somewhere else.
Grandma.
Oh.
Grandma. Caleb. If only we could have dinner together like before.
God damn it, Grandma.
Why the long face, Pipsqueak? I'm just going to Aerospace Academy. Shouldn't you be happy?
But it's all the way in Skyhaven. What if I suddenly crave your braised chicken wings?
His evol power is gravity.
Oh, don't be too sad. He'll be back for the holidays. And when he is, I'll make him cook for you every day.
Thanks, Grandma.
Which means there's a reward for being your free personal chef. What is it? A send-off gift?
Who says
Don't
I got
think
you?
I haven't noticed you being all sneaky these past few days. I know what you've been doing.
Caleb, that's cheating. You can't just use your evol to take it.
I knew it'd be in a style you really like. Won't you put it on for me?
No way, don't you have hands?
No, I don't. Hurry, the train is about to leave.
If I see it's not with you next time, you'll be sorry.
Shut up.
Grandma. Caleb. I'm in Zane's office. Sorry, Zane. I must have fallen asleep while waiting for you.
You do realize it is 11 p.m., right? I had to move you because you wouldn't wake up after 3 attempts.
He works overtime all the time anyway. He has chronic nightmares since he was a child. So it being 11 p.m., it's just a Tuesday for him.
I've been busy with missions.
I do believe that there is a follow-up plan listed on your discharge summary. I suppose you didn't notice.
Zane, all I do is love you. I don't want to lie to him if I don't.
If I don't busy myself, then I'll think of that day.
I don't know why the audio keeps cutting off like that.
I've been dreaming about them whenever I close my eyes.
That's pretty. He gave us a candy.
It's okay. I understand it's hard. You should do what you can while coping with your grief. Of course, you also need to make sure you aren't injured in the process. Caleb and your grandmother would want you to take good care of yourself.
Okay, we're gonna get into some shit here.
After the explosion, your cardiac function index significantly increased. It's most likely a result of the metaflux. At least 3 months of rest and observation are required, but your circumstances called for me to make an exception. Seeing your current state, I regret discharging you early.
I just want to know why the explosion had to happen.
Take it.
What is this?
Your grandmother asked that I give it to you. However, whether or not now is a good time, In any case, perhaps this has the answers you seek.
A letter? What else did Grandma say when she left the box with you?
Just to give it to you. Now you have everything you need. Go home and rest. Doctor's orders.
Wait, something's not right.
You're imagining things. Off you go now. Never mind. I'll see you off myself. Wait for me outside.
He really tried to not let us do this.
The protofield is already being formed.
Impeccable timing. Wonderful.
This Wanderer is stronger than the ones I've faced before. Sorry, can't follow Doctor's orders right now.
Let's just focus on the situation at hand.
Okay. Now we go into battle. Oh, I'm gonna get to expound on Zane here after this. Do I get to use my guns in this one? I get to use the wand! This is my favorite weapon.
We don't have much time. Let's make this quick. This is dangerous. Look after yourself.
They won't be able to lay a finger on me. My turn.
It's your turn.
No problem.
That's what I just
Go
said.
back to the pit you came from.
Make sure to dodge the attack. Keep your tempo.
Eat this. Dr. Zane.
No.
It's your turn.
Nope.
It is weak. Now's our chance.
My turn.
Victory is within reach.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Be careful. Stay safe. Don't be distracted. Keep your tempo.
Eat this.
Don't rush. Let's see what it's up to. It's your turn.
No problem.
It's your turn.
Seize this chance.
Ooh,
Let's do this together.
Okay. Bring it on.
It is falling apart. Keep your tempo.
Eat this.
Yes.
Not even a challenge.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're getting into some delicious stuff. So delicious.
Is Oxo Hospital's flux stabilizer broken or something? How
Oh
did a
no!
Wanderer manage to get—
Wait, we're at really good stuff. Can you still watch? This is like where it gets delicious. Like delicious, delicious.
in? Your hand. Your evol is— Do you need help?
Keep your distance.
Okay, I'm gonna still like talk a lot after this. Not like a lot. Just a little.
Zane,
This is gonna be a
you-
short chapter, but you need a doctor.
You seem like you also need a doctor, huh?
But
I hope such a person exists.
oh my god, there's so much I want to talk about right now. This is like where it's like
Still, if this is a super important thing, why didn't Grandma give it to me sooner?
oh my god.
I guess I'll never be able to ask her now. I'm going home. You don't need to come with me. I want to be alone for a while.
Diseases and accidents are inevitable. some leave this world whether they want to or not. Don't stay trapped in the same place.
Wait, are you trying to make me feel better?
If it comforts you, even for a moment, then yes, I am. Your condition is serious.
Why is your
No
mouth
more
not
delaying
moving?
treatment.
Oh, memory.
The time has come. The heavens have been more than kind to someone like me. Do you remember what you promised us?
That's a massive hospital bed.
If the worst case scenario happens, please take care of her
Jaina.
on my behalf. You know, by helping her, you help yourself.
Ugh.
Even so, it shouldn't have come to this.
I love him so much. Okay, so really quick, when so that's the end of chapter 4. There is something I want to read next time we start. It's a really cool story that talks more about how Josephine adopted the main character. But this is going to be about Zane for a second. When he was young, he didn't have control over his evol. It was just hard for him to control. And he would try to, be mindful of it, but something happened and he ended up hurting the main character. He caused her pain, and he hated that he did that. That was not his intention. He didn't like it. And at that moment, he was like, I have to stay in control forever. Like, I cannot lose control. He made it his mission to, like, he's like breathing exercises, meditation, like just making sure that he is constantly the one that's in control of himself so that he never hurts anybody else ever again with his power. And so that's why he's always kind of like aloof and seems very unapproachable, because he's made it so
you
that
need a nap?
Yes, thank you. He's kind of trained himself to be that, so he doesn't have to, he won't ever hurt anybody again. But it's really cool because there is a side thing where he finally decides, the side stuff, I can explain that more later, but in this one side thing, he decides, like, he wants to lose a little bit of control, and they fuck. And he wants to lose that little bit of control. And so while they're doing it like while he's...
You should rest if you're tired.
Okay.
I'll call you in a bit.
While they're like kissing and making out, and he's throwing shit off his desk so he can put the main character on there. It's like, there's like little bits of snow that's happening around him, and he's got a little bit of ice on his, like, hands and stuff. And it's like, it's really nice, I guess, because he's like losing that bit of control, but not in a hurtful way. And I think that that's just like a really good growing moment for him, in my opinion. I loved it. I know. We'll watch that one at some point. That one is this one, Absolute Zeal. Yeah, he straight up, he knocks shit off his desk. And not his work desk, this is at his house. But he knocks stuff off his desk so that he can put her on it. But yeah, we'll watch that one later, because again, it's like saucy stuff, but it's very character growth stuff. But I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you both enjoyed. We'll definitely do more of this if you guys want, because I have been really loving it. I'm gonna go let the VOD upload, and I'm gonna put it on my YouTube. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye!